Join guest designer Natalia Coleman for the Introduction to Leather DVD. Natalia will guide you through new techniques including how to create rings, cufflinks, earrings and necklaces. You will also learn how to use the essential tools you need to work with leather, along with lots of helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Designer Inspiration. Thank you so much for joining us. You will not be sorry because today has had a little bit of a switcheroo. Some of you may well have been expecting Fiona, but sadly she's fallen over and she's hurting herself. So much love to her. She is absolutely fine. She will get better and she will be back to us very soon. But rest up, I know that she's watching. Today, instead, we have been given the absolutely amazing opportunity to launch a brand new medium. That means new tools, new hints and treats, new everything on this afternoon show. And the wonderful guest designer who is helping us out with this, I'm going to give you a clue as to who it is. Do you want a clue? This is your clue. With shoe, without shoe. With shoe, without shoe. Yes, I am joined by the gentleman who can reach every shelf. It's Mark! I love. Look at you getting all of your goodies out. What a trek you've had.
I'm just calming down. I'm just calming down.
What happened?
Yeah.
Big trek today.
Well, we left in plenty of time. We left really early this morning, so we'd be here nice and early. I was aiming to get here for 11:15, and we arrived 10 minutes ago. And there's nothing you can do, is there, in traffic? No. It's beyond your control, and you just sit there, and it's really frustrating. So
yeah.
I think a nice coffee's being made, so I'll be fine.
Oh, that's fine. We will zen you out today.
Yes.
Do not worry.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
I've got something else a little bit special for you all today. Everybody can get involved with this, absolutely everybody, because I have got a huge section of birthstones today. This is going to be your opportunity. If you're one of those people who love making gifts for your friends and family for Christmas all throughout the year, I'm going to be doing every birthstone in the show today, and we're going to do them all in a big section. I'll give you a little bit of info about birthstones and how they started, so it's going to be so much fun for absolutely everybody. We will be doing that about what time? About 2 o'clock-ish we will be doing that. But before that, we have got so much to fit in. Do you want to have a sneaky peek at our brand spanking new medium? Let's see the tool that we need first, shall we? Take a little look at this brand new tool and then take a look at some of the goodies you're gonna need to get involved. You have been so excited about this launch. I remember, I'm sure it was months ago, when we were chatting at the bottom of the stairs and you were saying, oh my gosh, this new medium, I really want it to come in, so excited. Why do you love this medium so much?
Because it's very quick, it's a really nice medium to use, and as you said about birthstones earlier, anyone can do this paracord, and you can make a bracelet in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Absolutely 5 minutes. So we're going to show some basics today.
Okay.
And then we're also going to show you that it's not just gents jewellery, it's just not survival bracelets. You can do cabochon wrapping, you can incorporate beads, polymer clay, bit of steampunk, everything. So it's just not. So today we're just going to be tip of the iceberg just to show you.
A little bit of a taster.
A little taster.
A little bit of an amuse-bouche, if you will. Yeah. I'm so excited about this. We are going to learn loads about that today, honestly. And today is a really important day for you guys at home because we really want you to get in touch today. It's a brand new medium, so we know everyone's going to have questions left, right and centre. do get in touch with us today, okay? Any question, no matter how big or how small, because this is brand new to us. Everyone's probably going to be asking the same questions and want to know the same thing, and Mark's in the building, so let's get asking now, shall we? Your text number is 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio, or get yourself involved at jewellerymaker.com. Anything you might have, get involved, okay? So, shall we get started? What are we starting? Oh my goodness, okay. I've got a huge bundle coming up for you in a little bit of your favourite organic. It is the biggest bundle of this I have ever and probably will ever do. They're going to be coming to you today at under £7 per strand as part of this bundle. 9 strands of genuine pearls, under £7 each today. When do you want to do these, love? Do you want to do them right now? Do you? Let's get this party started, shall we? Now, Mark,
Yes.
pearls. What jumps to your mind when you think pearls?
First of all, for me, it's got to be wedding. It's got to be bridal.
Yep.
And then it's going to be Christmas.
Really?
Which is 87 days away. I'm on a countdown already. It's amazing, isn't it? 87 days today is Christmas Day.
Only Mark could know that off the top of his head. Only Mark.
No, but it's just delicacy. It's femininity. It's just a class. It's a class act, pearls. I think.
It really is a class act, isn't it?
Amazing. They're beautiful. This is one bundle.
This is one bundle, I know.
Okay.
9 strands in this one bundle. Now, pearls I'm sure we all know a lot about. We have been so lucky recently to bring you a real wide variety of pearls. If you're new to Jewellery Maker, okay, if you're brand new and perhaps you're not entirely sure, for example, the length of scale with these, I'll put one up to my neckline now to give you a real true indication. Which ones am I going to go for? I'm going to go for these blue ones because they are delicious. Don't eat pearls, but you know what I mean. Let me show you these. If you're brand spanking new to us, you might not understand kind of the length of our strands. Let me show you. I'll be honest, not a massive quantity. This is with this touching at the back. Isn't that absolutely stunning? That to me is a perfect length for a necklace. So I've essentially got what could equate to, very easily, 9 necklaces worth of genuine pearls. Now, what does that mean to us? Well, if you've ever bought yourself a genuine pearl necklace, you will know the price points that can be and have been demanded. From massive well-known jewellery making companies all the way down to high street stores. The fact of the matter is, when I've done pearls for you recently, obviously it depends on size, but I know for a fact that the lowest price strand of pearls I have ever done for you recently was a £6.95, and they were the rice beads. So the tiny small rice beads, usually working out around 3 to 4 mil. All of these strands are bigger, and all of them are going to come in at less than the price of that one strand of the tiny rice pearls. Let me talk you through some of the colours and the sizes. I've got your baby pinks, which are working out 6 by 5 mil. I've got your blue, which head up to the neckline, which are 9 by 7. I've got your bronze colour, which are an 8 by 7. I've got your light grey, which are around 6 by 5. I've got your light side drilled ones, which are huge again, 9 by 8. I've got your mint coloured ones over here, which are the 6 mil rounds. Note. Perfect round, love that. You've got the mint green, which are 9 by 8 as well. You've got the 5 mil multicoloured strand too, and you've got your white cultured pearls as well in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strands all in all. These are going to work out at less than £7 per strand. The average price for a strand of pearls that we have on at the moment, looking over our website, is working out around the £14 price point when you take into account the larger pearls that we have too. These are going to be nowhere near £14 each. The price on these today, how much does that work out per strand, please? £64.55 for 9 what will equate to full necklace strands. That works out at £7.17 per strand, but I promised under 7. You know that when I make these statements, I don't do them lightly. I'm going to take these under £6 each. That means at £45 for all of them, you're actually paying £5 per strand. You are all coming in on the phone and on the web for this right now. When does that happen? And please note for me, some of these are almost a centimetre in size. And we know that the sizing often means the higher the price point. Look at what we've got here. To me, just off the top of my head, you've got, starting over here, you've got bridesmaids with the, let's swatch these round. Over here, to me, first off, first thought, bridesmaid, mother of the bride herself. You've got the bridal party. You've probably got spring wear, you know, like spring day wear over here. We're then headed into the winter with the silver colour. The dark ones, I am actually thinking, used for gents' jewellery, because they're real deep. They've almost got a gunmetal colouring, haven't they, to them? Then I'm thinking vintage, and then I'm thinking steampunk. I have got something here for everyone. I've only got 12 of these left right now, though. That went fast, didn't it? Blimey, when did they go down? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us. I'm so sorry it is going to be a sellout because it looks like I've got about 12 in baskets and I've only got 8 available on this right now. 7 left now at £45. You are getting yourself this season's and next year's big hitting bonus at £5 a strand. Loads in baskets. It is technically a sellout. It's fastest finger first now. Whoever wins, wins. Congratulations to all of you who's already got it. I've only got 4 of them left. I've got about 17 in baskets. So congratulations to absolutely everyone. Whoever checks out first gets it. Where are we going next? 2 left. Okay. On me right. Oh, hang on. I'm having one of them days today. I really can't work on me left from me right at the best of times, but it's just not working today. I've got a really nice kind of bundle that's going to really cross over a lot of mediums. I have a feeling someone's going to really like this bundle. Someone. Look at this beautiful, rich, deep lapis strand. I absolutely adore lapis. It does for me something that other gemstones just don't do. It gives me that beautiful, deep saturation and tone with the base colour of a really wearable, almost denim. But then you've also got the submetallic luster internally within this, which is just so exciting to me. I love it in these shapes as well. You're then going to be getting, wow, that is a power pot from the Amazonite, isn't it? Holy carrots, 220 carats worth I've got here. Don't they just go exceptionally well together? I'm then adding to the mix a little bit of femininity with seriously high quality rose quartz. Let's just take a deep look at that for a moment. Wow. Look at how the light plays through there. How unusual is that to see? That goes to show how high a quality this is. Sometimes you can get the rose quartz, which has got loads of almost like silk internal texture to it, which is absolutely fine, no beauty in the eye of the beholder. But when it comes to price points, often when we see this type of clarity within, we're talking a higher, steeper price point. We truly, truly are. That's a beautiful tone. You are getting around 350 carats worth in that. You're then... Well, that's unusual, isn't it? I'm going to leave that one till the end. No. Yes, I am. I'm going to leave that one till the end. You've then got your amber coloured quartz. Oof, I've never seen this before. Let's take a real deep look. It does actually look like amber a bit, doesn't it? Especially as it's got kind of the internal inclusions. It's not, it is a quartz, but it's got that beautiful ripple effect through it. I love that you've got the most luxurious colour in the world, to me, on this, that saffron tone. Whenever I see this colour, I always think expensive. Always, always. Because To me, it instantly says saffron. And to me, when I think saffron, I instantly think more expensive than gold. Which it is, isn't it? It's more expensive than gold in its weight, and always has been, as far as I know. So that's whatever I think when I see these gorgeous colours, and it's got that, it's luxurious, it's rich, isn't it? If you have managed to get amber recently from us, I know I did you a strand on the morning show the other day, and it absolutely flew out. If you have managed to, congratulations. What about pairing this with it? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little bit of something different. This is the one I was leaving because if I say to you, what is a purple quartz? What's coming to your mind? Amethyst, right? Purple quartz, it's amethyst. And then what happens when I say, like, yellowy quartz? You're thinking citrine, aren't you? And then, when I put the two together, you're thinking ametrine. I've got that colouring on this strand. It's described as purple, amethyst, and yellow, citrine, quartz. Take a little look for yourself. Ooh. Yellows and purples running through this strand. Isn't that pretty? Now, Mark, let me get all these together because I'm thinking that this collection would be up your street.
It would be perfect, absolutely perfect. The first thing I would do, I would put the orange and the lapis together. That would be one piece of jewellery.
Okay, let me see. Why are these together?
You're not convinced? I think it's amazing.
I'm going to get my twist on. I won't lie.
Okay, all right,
I can't tell until I twist, to be fair. It's just how my mind works. Oh, you're completely right. Yeah, okay.
That's just absolutely perfect. Perfect.
That isn't necessarily a colour tone I would naturally go for, but you're completely right.
Yeah, first thing that caught my eye. And then, if I had any left, I would incorporate the orange with the amazonite again.
Yeah, all right, I'm on board with this because I'm thinking spring day.
Yeah, and then the other two I would keep completely separate. I keep completely separate and do a piece on their own. The amethyst and the rose quartz. I keep them completely separate.
Would you? Because they are a very delicate selection, aren't they?
Yeah. The orange is the star strand for me out of those. It's beautiful.
Is it really? Now, how would you incorporate the nuggets with the rounds? Because it's unusual.
Well, I would use the long teeth, we call them.
Yeah, the teeth.
Yeah, and just do the really nice flower design.
Yeah.
So group a series of the chips together, and then you incorporate the orange in the centre of the flower. I think that would
that's nice.
That'd be incredible.
I love that idea. A few of these are already going. Now, I'm wondering what my price point is. I have got 5 stunning strands here. I've got a strand which I can honestly say I don't think I've seen before with that amber coloured quartz. I've then got ridiculously high quality when it comes to that rose quartz as well. The lapis itself is just beautiful and shimmering. This amazonite is really strong, isn't it? That is a strengthy, bold little amazonite, which is beautiful. It's nice to be able to get that amount of colour on it. And then you've got the purple and yellow amethyst. I just need to ask you about this amazonite. Where's this from? Because I'm just wondering with that richness of colour. It's from Peru. That's why it's so strong in colour. It's Peruvian, and that's natural, isn't it? Peruvian amazonite, when you see it, you can almost tell instantly the quality of it because the colour is so intense. Now, sometimes you can get this colour in by adding treatments, essentially, in the amazonite, which is why I was checking where it was from. It is completely natural Peruvian amazonite. I've only had this in my presence a couple of times before, and now I'm getting it in a bundle in front of me. That's exciting. So we've got kind of the pinnacle location when it comes to amazonite right in front of me here. That gorgeous, unusual amber coloured quartz. You've got a real rich, high quality lapis. You've got a stunning, real, transparent, really, really feminine and beautiful teeth of the rose quartz. And then you've got your yellow and your purple citrine, giving you a look of ametrine, some might say. Your price point today, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be really nice. I'm going to take every penny I can off this for you today because I want everyone to get involved with these new treats. £13.75, random number at the end, because it's exactly £5 off. That means You're getting each strand for £2.75. Mark, I absolutely miss your face because your face is so expressionate. You've literally just basically gone, well, that is ridiculous with your face.
I feel really passionate about our gemstones.
Of course you do.
And to see, I mean, a strand of lapis for under £3, I mean, that's just...
It's crazy, isn't it?
I can't fathom it out sometimes.
Would you be able to incorporate gems like this with our new medium in any way?
You could. You could indeed, yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. I cannot wait to get involved with this. You've got quite a few mates there,
Quite
haven't
a few,
Just a few,
Yeah.
just one or two. I have got loads of you getting your hands on this. Hello, Debbie in New Jersey. Check out your basket. Norfolk needs to as well. Well done to everybody. Kent's getting some. County Down as well. Lots of you getting these from all over the world. Please do treat yourself today. If you're brand spanking new to us, welcome. Let's do the housekeeping, shall we? These are genuine gemstones. That's number one. Bit of a queue on the phones. Not always, just now, because this is so popular, we will be with you. When I say we, I don't mean us. I'm not going to start answering the phone. I mean the call centre, award-winning call centre, who you can get in touch with by ringing this number right now, 0800 644 655. All you have to do is let them know the cold? Let them know you've got a cold. No, let them know the cold and the code, the code, get it together, the code, and they will be able to add this to your order. Add as much as you want, whether it's just this bundle or everything you see all throughout the night today, and you can get yourself everything delivered for just £2.95. That's it. One postage packaging until midnight. Doesn't matter how many times you check out either, so do keep checking out your baskets because it's the way you can secure deals like this over the rainbow. Oh, good name that. Producer Eleanor, did you come up with that? No. Did you not? Yeah, you did you? That's a good name, that. Oh, my director's singing to me. I really don't need that Wizard of Oz sound, to be honest. £13.75, £5 off. How many of these have I got left, Sweet Pig? I've got over half my stock gone. I started off with 139. 139 was my start quantity. I've got way over half my stock gone. So please check out your baskets because there's loads in there, I have to say. Do check out those baskets to secure your treats today. Right, next one. I've got so much to fit in today. Are they? Oh, bless. Oh, yes, sorry. Just my producer saying my hair looks nice today. Thanks. Now, I have got a bundle for you that it will be shellfish not to share. Please. The thing is, I can say naff stuff like that now because no one's switching off because we've got Paracord coming up in a bit. I can let the naffness out as much as I like. I have got a shell bundle for you now. Take a little look at these. Aren't they like cranberries? They're cranberry rich, aren't they? They're a deep burgundy tone. It's a Friday, people. It's a deep burgundy wine colour that we've got working here, haven't we? These are absolutely huge as well. 14 mil. Deep maroon, they're described as. Now, this type of colouring is, of course, always fashionable, but I think especially when we get to this time of year, we instantly think festive, don't we? We really do. We instantly think deep, rich, fun, Christmas time, cranberry sauce. You've also got same size, completely different feel. If you glanced at these quickly, you would be forgiven for thinking that they were hematite, wouldn't you? They're not, again, they are your shell, and they are 14 mil again. You've got this beautiful rainbow of colouring over them. It's almost like a slick, isn't it? What do you think of these? I think they're really unusual, aren't they?
I was thinking hematite as well, aren't they? I like fairy liquid bubbles.
You're right, they absolutely are. Other dishwashing products are available. You have got your beautiful rainbow shell pearl rounds here, 14 mil for you. I've then got some smaller rounds. So these would go gorgeously with that lapis. I'm wowing at these because the pearlescence on them, they actually almost look genuine, don't they? They really, really do. You have got blue shell here, and this is 6mm. They are shell pearls. If you're not totally sure what shell pearls are, let me fill you in. Essentially, we get a shell, and then we have a substance that's called mother of pearl bead, and what we do is we coat the shell in this, so we layer and layer and layer over quite a long period of time, very similar to the way a mollusk would make an actual pearl, but instead of nacre, it's this mother of pearl bead. So we layer and layer and layer this up, which means that we can create quite bold sizes like you've seen with the large ones, but we can also create these perfect round shapes, which, as I'm sure you all know, is really difficult to find in a pearl. If you're ever unsure as to what you've got, whether it's a pearl or whether it's a shell pearl, easiest way to tell is just to rub it against your teeth. And if it feels a little bit gritty, then it's pearl. If it doesn't, if it feels smooth, then it's your shell pearl. The great thing with shell pearl is you get the look of a pearl, but it's so much sturdier. As we know, with pearls, we say, you know, don't wear pearls to the gym, don't spray your perfume near pearls, because they're porous. You can get this discoloration, almost these dimples within the pearls. Shell pearl, you don't have that problem at all. Spray these to your heart's delight if you wish. Wear them to the gym, wear them, you know, dancing your socks off. It's absolutely fine. Really, really sturdy, but you still get that beautiful pearl look. Lastly, but by no means leastly, I've got your mother of pearl shell. When we get the mother of pearl shell, you get, can you see, if I just hold these for you, you get almost a taste of the abalone, don't you? Can you see with the pinks and the yellows running through here? With the mother of shell pearl, you get these areas that just catch the light and cascade across. It's almost like an internal schiller in a way. These ones are your drops, as you can see, and they are 18 by 13mm that we have on them, centre drilled right to the tip. All 4 of these today are going to come to you at an astonishing price point. Should be £19.80. That's your should be price for all 4. Take a look at them all together, because actually, really beautiful collection, I think, aren't they? That's your should be price, but of course it's designer inspiration, it's a bundle, we're going to drop it low. Your price today is going down dramatically, I think anyway. £14.95. Should have almost been 20. You're getting it for £14.95 today. You're going to be getting yourself strength, bold tones. And don't forget, you can pair these with pearls absolutely well. If maybe you got that bundle before, which was a sellout, and perhaps you're looking at working with some of the smaller actual pearls, these are going to be a real nice juxtaposition between those big, bold shapes, aren't they? So these are your natural ones in the centre, but imagine these paired with the larger ones. Or if you wanted to bump it up a little bit and have a real contrast, because you've still got the strength there, haven't you? They work really well, I think. You have got £14.95 on this today. It is your decadent daydream. What do you think of those, Mark?
I'm a massive, I mean, the most of you know I'm a massive fan of shell pearl.
Okay.
And I think they're very underused, very underrated. And the fact, I think yesterday Ali and Alison on the afternoon show had a strand of peacock pearls, which are so similar to the ones that we've got on the middle there. And I just think incorporating them together, I mean, I don't think you'd know the difference apart from the shape. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. And to have shell pearl that size.
That's huge, isn't it?
That's incredible.
What would you do with them then?
Earrings, simple drop earrings, just an inch of chain, corresponding colour with 1 pearl dangling, and that would be it. That would be job done.
You don't actually need to do a lot with them, do you?
No.
You really, really don't.
Especially the peacocks. I mean, they'd look stunning. Rose gold copper wire. I just think would look exquisite.
I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone with that, definitely. Lots of you getting your hands on this today. Welcome, everyone. If you've just tuned in, my name is Rebecca Redican. Feel free to call me Becky. And I am joined by the lovely Mark today. And we have got a brand new launch of a brand new medium, as well as a birthstone section for you today. We'll be heading over to Mark really, really soon to get this launch on the road. But before that, make sure you're getting your hands on this wonderful bargainacious kit deal. £14.95 for you today. Bundle, that's the word. Good. That's what producers are for. £14.95 is your price point on this today. Congratulations, everybody. Let's squeeze one more in. On my right. Oh, hello. Another one that's quite markified. Mark, can I ask you something? Why, whenever I see chips and nuggets, do I just think...
You look at me. I know you look at me. Well, at least you don't call me Nugget Boy. Some other presenters call me Nugget Boy.
No.
It's not good.
No, not good. I'm your friend, Mark. I only call you Lara Mark, and that's only when we have the gemstone on.
What's really exciting, and I think I've mentioned on the day show, that on the 30th of September, which is a week Tuesday, we're filming the second Chips and Nuggets DVD, but with a bit of a twist because we're having a chip and nugget wire fusion. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to film it. So
please tell me at some point in the DVD, you will do that again.
No. I can't believe I did that anyway.
That is so not you.
No.
Fusion.
No,
I love that. So, have you made your pieces up for it yet?
Yes, it's all ready to go.
And what kind of chips and nugget shapes are we working with?
All of them. We're starting with little microchips, I call them. And then we're working through the big ice cube, big boulders, and these are also being incorporated, the long style teeth. It's massive. It's going to be really looking forward to it. It's been a long time in production, this DVD. I just wanted to get it perfect. So
and it's something people have definitely been waiting for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
so if you want to get your hands on nuggets today, now could be your opportunity, because once we film the DVD, we'll get it out to you. You could have already had a little play and then obviously go into more depths with Mark's wonderful DVD. This is La Vida Loca. Okay. I'm not singing the song. I've got 3 strands here. You've got this beautiful aquamarine. Boy, oh boy, another real powerful strand in colour there. 230 carats worth. If you're not sure what carats are, by the way, it's a weight that we give to genuine gemstones. So the carats go for 5 grams, if that makes sense. So 230 carats worth we have here. You've then got your beautiful citrine, which I just want to show you the magnificence of the light travel through this. Can you see all up here? This is where the light's captured by the gemstone, and it stays inside slightly longer at points, which means you get this beautiful fire, this internal brilliance, which is just so mind-boggling. 330 carats worth of those nuggets, and then 400 carats of these really beautiful, rich red agate. That'd go great again with that amber quartz strand we had on, and the amber if you've got it in your stash, wouldn't it? You have got La Vida Loca. Who sung that?
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
I'm a member of his fan club.
You knew that a bit too quick, if I'm honest.
I'm a member of his fan club.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I've got autograph picture, everything. He's ace.
Oh, I don't think I've ever loved you anymore.
Martin.
I think Mark needs to get stuck in traffic more because he's epic. All 3 strands here of Ricky Martin's favourite. You have got beautiful strands for just $13.85. No, that should be priced, isn't it? We're going to do all 3 strands to you today at a price you're going to be saying upside, inside out. Live the Vida Loca for just £8.95. Did not expect that. £8.95 for 3 strands. What do you think?
I would pay that for that aquamarine strand alone.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you knew, but since I've been working here, Labradorite has been my #1 gem.
Yes.
And it's been knocked off the top by aquamarine. Specifically this shade of aquamarine, you know, the really dark, intense blue. I just adore it. I just love it. And whoever put this bundle together has done an amazing job, because each of those 2 work in different pairings. I think they're just ace. And if you've got that bundle with the lapis as well, the lapis in all 3 of those colours.
They're going to work exceptionally well, aren't they?
I just can't. As I said, I would pay that price for the aquamarine. That's an intense blue.
It is really intense. We've only recently started getting this colouring in, haven't we?
We need more of it. We need more of it. It's just stunning. I love it.
It's hard to get your hands on there, as I'm sure you can imagine. What is it about this new blue that we've kind of started getting in?
I like the colour of it, because you've got the non-included strand of distinction aquamarine, which is very feminine.
It's just like a hint of colour, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But this is completely the opposite. I mean, this for me is you've got the clearer aquamarine, then you go to the Larimar, and then you go to this punchy blue aquamarine. I think we don't do another colour like this.
No, it's completely unique, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It really, really is. There's lots and lots of you on the phone. I promise we're trying to get through you as quickly as we possibly can. Hopefully only around 45-second-ish wait on the phone lines for you. It's a free phone number if you're ringing off your landline, and some mobiles. 0800 644 655.
Can you do your twist? Can you do your twist with the aquamarine and the citrine?
Yeah, no problem. I can get those twisted. Those colours work really well together.
Stunning. That's just beautiful.
Ricky would approve, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he?
He would, absolutely.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, where's he gone? What's another one of his songs? I can't think of any others.
Oh, he did the World Cup, didn't he? The World Cup theme.
Did it?
That was about 12 years ago. Yeah,
Was
he's
it?
a bit quiet, isn't he?
He's gone a bit quiet after that.
He's got children now.
I see. He's a busy lad now,
Yeah.
busy lad. £8.95 for you. I've got so many people coming in for this, and we are trying to get through you on the phone lines. I know how much you love your chips and nuggets, especially when the quality is as high as you can see here. So congratulations to all of you. You ready? Take a breath in, everyone. What's that? It's a launch. A wave? No, it's a launch. That was obviously a launch. I did the rocket motion and everything. The launch is about to happen. You have all been waiting for this. Congratulations to everyone who is going to get your hands on this. I'm saying that straight away because you know as soon as we have a launch, especially of something that is this unique, exquisite and fun, we know it's going to be a sellout today, so we're going to get you started where we need to. Are we starting with the Paracord itself? We've got a start to the Paracord. Now, I'll show you it first really quickly because you're already coming in for it. We'll talk about it more then, we'll have a look at the pieces, and we will be starting in the demo as well. First off, let's start off with your colours, shall we? Each one of these is 16 foot in length. You're getting a colour palette here. These ones are described as your desert coloured camo. 4mm is the sizing on this Paracord. Now, would you like a real close look at some of this? Let me sort of peel a little bit out for you, if I may. Take a real look at the, oh, wow. It's got this beautiful sheen about it, and it's almost got a woven camo feel, obviously, within it. So you can see you've got the different elements and tones running throughout this strand. This is your desert camo colour. Really strong.
I'll tell you all about its strength in a moment. You won't believe how strong it is.
Now, I may or may not have done a bit of research on this. Not today. When you told me about it for the first time, and I think I can remember a little bit.
I think I told you about it.
I think you did.
Yeah.
When I say research, I mean Mark just told me. That's my research. So you're going to be getting 2 sets of this in that colouring. You've then got the gunmetal colour, 4mm again. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Really delicate gunmetal tone, really delicate. Almost a periwinkle, a touch of the periwinkle about it. So again, 16 foot on each of these. So you're going to be getting all of this. Ooh, get your calculator out. How many feet have I got?
64.
And then can you change it? How much?
64 feet. 64.
It's all right, human calculators here. Can you then work out for me how much that is in meters, please? For those of you out there who like a good meter, like I do, we can work that out for you right now. 4mm on all of this. So you've got 2 of the desert camo, you've got 2 of the gunmetal as well. We're then doing you the clasps. Now these are your buckle clasps. You are going to be getting a selection, 5 pieces. You're going to be getting 5. Yeah, so I've got 10 buckles in total. Take a look at these buckles. We'll show you these in depth in a little while, but these are part of not only the fastening process, but also of the making process. I will explain all, well I won't, Mark will, in a little bit. You're going to be getting 10 in total because you're getting 2 packs, and these are 15mm. Really simple to use and an absolute essential really for this medium. Now, it is a brand new medium. This is already going crazy on the phone lines. We've already had a huge proportion of this allocated. Your names have gone off my screen twice, and as I'm sure a lot of you will know, I can only see 2 lists of you. When I'm looking at a list and it goes onto the other side, that means I've had at least 70 purchased. Now I've seen that twice now, and your names have gone off my screen again, so I can't see anymore. I've got so many of these absolutely flying out, probably because You know about the Paracord makes, you've seen some of the pieces. We gave you a little show of Mark's earlier on, and probably also because it's something that has been long awaited, and I'm sure you all want to get involved with this. What I will say is it's imperative you're checking out your baskets this afternoon. It truly, truly, truly is, because if you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this launch and you don't check out, I'm sure some of you have done it before, you know how frustrating it can be. You are getting 4 sets of your paracord. You're then getting 10 of your clasps. Your price today, £9.95 for you today. Yep. Yep. No, I've just said that. Yeah. £9.95 for all of this today. We'll find out exactly how much you can make and exactly how to work it very soon. I've had some messages in. Do feel free to message us today. You know we love to hear from you. What are we messages saying? Let's get one up, shall we? Hi, Becky and Mark. Hello. My hubby loves the Paracord. He already makes bracelets, including our dog, a Great Dane collar, a great collar. How thick is the Paracord, please? We have got the 4mm Paracord here for you today. I'm heading over to Mark. I'm bringing the tool and stuff to you in a little bit. I'm bringing that in moments.
This is exciting.
I am so excited about this.
Brilliant.
You told me about this ages ago, months ago, just in passing. I want to hear all about it.
Okay. Well, this is Paracord. Okay. This is just a little section that I've cut off here. It doesn't sound very romantic because all it is nylon rope.
Okay.
That's what it's known as. It's known as nylon rope. Okay. And the question we just had about how thick it is.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
Good.
There are 2 sizes. There's what's called 450 cord and 550 cord.
Okay.
Okay. So each cord consists of an outer layer. Okay.
Which is the coloured section.
Which is the coloured section, and then inside, if it's 550, you have 7 separate strands.
Okay.
And this will hold 550 £550 in weight. You were talking about how strong it is.
550 pounds.
Yeah. The other type of cord you can get is cord 450. Okay. Which has 5 inner strands, and that holds 450 £550 in weight. So we have got the strongest paracord. Now I don't think we're going to need to worry about the weight with the type of jewellery that we're going to be making.
Probably not.
Okay. Paracord is parachute cord. It was developed in the Second World War to hold parachutes.
Wow.
From the obviously with the amount of weight that they carry when they jump out of aeroplanes, and that's what it's from. And it was used in all sorts of things in the Second World War. And then past sort of 30, 40 years, it's then turned into a survival cord.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can imagine you're halfway up a mountain, you've lost your rucksack, okay, but you are wearing a paracord bracelet.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You take off your bracelet, you unravel it, and you have enough cord there to shimmy down a mountain, or to make a handle, to make a homemade axe, anything like that. I mean, Bear Grylls does lots of things with this sort of paracord. So that's where paracord comes from in the survival world.
Wow.
It's amazing. Just unravel
Have you seen what Pete's doing? Pete's just like this, yeah, in my ear. It's like, no way, what have you just done? That's so cool.
It's brilliant. And there are quite a few survival shops and websites that you can get this sort of cord from. And there's all sorts of beads and things that you can make with a cord to tie around penknife handles or key fobs to hang compasses and all that sort of thing.
Wow.
So you've got that, that's what it's aimed at. So it starts off with a parachute cord, then go down the survival technique, and then the past few years we've started making jewellery and bracelets and all sorts of things. And today we're going to focus on simple bracelets so we can launch the tool.
Yeah.
But as you can see in front of me here, we've got some pieces here. So we've got braids to hang pendants from.
Oh, that's so
We've
beautiful.
got this one here, we've got cabochon wrapping, so you can even cabochon wrap it. So it's not big bulky items, you can make really delicate little pieces as well. You can even, this is so cute, okay.
Oh,
Isn't that just exquisite?
Is adorable.
Can we see it? So that's a ring there, and it's got a little labradorite bead on the inside there. So it's not just bracelets, there's all sorts. And then obviously we can incorporate beads. We've got a couple of pieces here, so we've got some Botswana agate here, and then we've got some sodalite flowers. So you can feminize the bracelet just by adding a few little beads
by adding
easily.
A few little bits.
Okay, and then you can even, Now this isn't, none of these pieces are mine, but we will reveal whose they are. Polymer clay. If you want to, you can just make polymer clay beads.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's so many avenues that you can do. Even this is really cute as well. Sari silk, incorporating sari silk with the paracord, just again to add another feminine side to it. It's just beautiful. So there are so many things you can do with paracord. It's not just aimed at gents bracelets. So we need to clear that.
Clear that up straight away.
It can be used for everything.
Can
absolutely
I ask
everything.
you, if someone hasn't, you know, worked with this before, because I'm sure a lot of you won't have worked with paracord before, is it similar to anything else? Do you have to have, say, done macrame before to be able to do this, or can you just be brand new, straight to it, completely new medium?
There are a lot of the techniques that we're going to show are basic macrame knots, okay? But I mean, there are so many different knots available on websites and books that you can buy. I mean, there's probably, I don't know, 300 different sorts of knots.
Wow.
And accumulation of knots to make different bracelets and anything you can think of. But today we're just going to focus on a couple of basic macrame knots. So if you can do macrame, you can do this.
You can do this.
Yeah.
But if you're brand new to it, could
Easy.
you as well?
Oh, easy. Absolutely easy. Yeah.
Now, everybody at home, you are getting your hands on this at a rate of knots. Please do check out your baskets though, because I probably got about 35 of you with it in your baskets. These are some of the pieces that you can create and that you can make.
Yes.
And wearable, I'm going to be saying.
Really wearable, very easy to put on.
Really wearable.
Yeah, absolutely. And all we've done here is we made a straightforward ordinary black, and then we just incorporated some of our, you know, the big reels of cotton threads that we've got.
The huge spools.
The huge spools,
yeah.
That's just incorporating a nice little crisscross pattern on there. So you can start with a base with the paracord, and then you can start embellishing it with all sorts. No, it's just amazing. And you, as I said, you can start incorporating beads. And if anyone has these little aluminium beads in their stash that we've had on the show, you can incorporate it with that. So these are all going to feature on future shows, all of these sorts of designs here.
Of course, today we've just got a little taster for you, but we're planning on getting in plenty more colours. So this is a great way. It's dipping your toe in the paracord pool.
Yes, I like that.
Good. So you've got absolutely loads and loads of ways to go on this. If you've never tried it before, you're not going to be the only one today, trust me on that. We are going to be showing you how to really get involved with this. Now, as the medium goes, to me, looking at that price point,
that's incredible.
You don't have to be, you know, a millionaire to get started, which is great.
No, absolutely. And I know I've already mentioned Christmas, but this is the perfect Christmas present for kids. Kids will love this, and it's because it is so simple, and they can wear it for a couple of weeks, and then they can dismantle it, undo it, and then incorporate it with other colours. We'll show you how to do that later, and just keep remaking jewellery. I mean, it's
cool is that?
And with these clasps, I mean, these bracelets in front of me here are using bubble knots, which we're going to do on a future show.
Fab.
But today we're going to concentrate on these clips, and they are the most easiest clip to undo and do up. So simple to take on and off.
And these are the clips that you get in the kit as well. This, actually, speaking of kids, could be a brilliant way of kind of getting the kids stepping away from loom bands, couldn't it, actually? Because they're kind of dying off a little bit now. So. They seem to be. I know quite a few people are still involved with them, but they had, in summer, they were huge, weren't they? Whereas if kids can get involved with this, it's almost a more wearable look, some might say,
really
isn't
tough,
it?
really hard wearing as well. So you can bath in it, you can go swimming in them, everything. You know, you don't have to worry about taking them off. And the colour fast dyes as well, so and no worries at all. And as you can see, the selection that we've got here, they're all some of the colours that are available. And as I said, we are getting lots and lots more colours in. So watch this space.
Obviously, I haven't seen this medium before. I know you told me about it, I had a little bit of a nosy, a little bit of research, but I will be straight with you. And that price point seems amazing to me, but I don't personally know. Genuinely.
That is good.
Is it?
That is really good. The clips especially, I'm trying to work out if you separated the articles there, that's a brilliant price.
It really is exceptional, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've bought a lot of cord in the past and clips, and this is a good price.
Good.
I must say.
Oh, good.
No, I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so excited! Let's get started. But everyone, first off, bear with me. Check out your baskets, because my producer and my director are having a meltdown in my ear. Please do check out, because numbers are getting so low, and we really, really do not want people missing out. $9.95 for all the goodies you can see on screen, and we're going to find out exactly how to use them now. Let's get started.
Right. We need the tool.
Cool.
Can I use it?
This tool? What is this tool called?
A jig. A jig.
A jig?
If you give me 2 minutes, actually, I'll show you how we prepare the cord before we use it into jewellery.
Yeah.
Now, I have checked with health and safety, and we don't have any fire alarms in the building.
Good.
But just to let you know...
What, we don't have any fire alarms?
Above me here.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
I thought you meant in the building. I was really worried then. What?
Because
All right,
you need one of these.
So you need a lighter?
Yeah.
Or what else could we use? Thread zapper?
We've tried a thread zapper, and it's not as good.
Not as good.
No, so I think a cigarette lighter or some sort of...
you can get those long ones, can't you?
flames,
The
candle flames, yeah. Anything that because what's good about this technique here is you melt, because it's made of nylon, it melts.
Yes.
You say, which makes this sort of finishing off so easy.
Fab.
Okay. So we'll use this little bit of cord here.
All right.
I've already singed one end here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just take a sharp pair of scissors. Okay, so you're going to cut your material to the length you need, which we'll do in a second. And then obviously the ends are going to be frayed and they're going to be open, so we need to seal them.
Okay.
Okay. So I think when you buy your packs of cord, they're already sealed.
On one side, on the ends,
on both ends already. Okay, so what we have to do is just sharp pair of scissors, just cut it.
Just normal scissors?
Normal scissors,
okay.
to a nice neat finish, okay. And then get your cigarette lighter, okay. Nice little flame, and just a couple of seconds, touch the end, and then wait 2 seconds and then just dab it with your fingers. If you want to, you can just put a bit of sticking plaster on your thumb and finger if you're worried about burning. It's not hot.
No.
Okay, and just flatten it, and that's nice and sealed.
Fab.
Both ends, so that's how you start.
Oh, easy peasy.
Because you won't get frayed ends through your clip, so you need to seal the ends.
Great, okay, good tip.
Okay.
Easy as that.
That's that.
And then, am I right in saying the tool comes into action?
Yeah.
So this is our jig.
This is immense. Can I talk you through it?
Yes, please do.
I can't wait. This is an amazing bit of kit. So, really good strong wood.
Very sturdy, isn't it?
And the best thing about this particular type of tool is everything's measured for you. Okay. So if somebody wants a 7-inch bracelet, okay, your little, underneath here you've got a little butterfly clip.
Yeah.
So you undo the butterfly clip and then you adjust, let's say 7.5, which is the length of my bracelets. We go along 7.5, and this also incorporates the length of the clips. We'll talk about the clips in a second.
Okay.
So you separate the little pieces of wood sections here to the length you need.
Yeah.
Tighten it up underneath, and then you know that your bracelet is going to be fit for purpose. Okay. What I'd recommend doing, because of the thickness of the cord, is whatever length of bracelet you have, so 7 inches, set it for 7.5. If you want an 8-inch bracelet, set it for 8.5. Okay, so always had half an inch because of the thickness of the braid you're going to use.
I see, okay.
So 7-inch bracelet, I put it on to 7.5 because of the thickness of the cord. Okay. So it's really strong. Once that's in place, that's not going to move. And then you notice on the top, we've got 2 sets of clips. Yeah. Okay. An entrance and an exit, and an entrance and an exit.
I see.
2 sizes. I'm not sure whether we've got the small ones, small clasps. I think we've got them at some point.
Yeah, we've got the larger ones in the kit.
Okay, so we've got the small ones and the large ones. Now they're really strongly attached on there. They're not going to go anywhere. Okay. Okay. So to start, do you want me to carry on, or can we? I'm excited.
Shall I bring your price in for it?
I can't believe this price. Oh my gosh.
£9.95.
So I'll tell you what I've seen it for.
Yeah, go on.
£19.19 for this, yeah. So when I came to talk to Hannah about it on Wednesday before the Late Show, I told her that's what I've seen it at on a well-known auction site. Yeah. £19.19p.
£9.95 for you today.
That's incredible. And it comes, sorry, I'm a massive fan of packaging. And just how cute is that box?
Isn't that super cute? I love it.
For Christmas presents, I mean, the kit, you've got instructions in there.
Little instructions in as well.
It's just perfect present.
It's a bit cute, isn't it, actually?
Yeah. I love it. I love our packaging. Sorry.
Listen, listen, everyone. I've sold 140.
Oh, my word.
And it's been less than 2 minutes. It's going really quickly. People are popular. People are loving it. How many have I got left? A couple of hundred. A couple of hundred, that's good. So let's say I've got about a third of my stock gone. Let's be really quick. You've got a message in? Yeah. Okay, go on. No, I paid 20 quid for mine 3 months ago. Tink.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
this is incredible. Absolutely incredible price. I couldn't believe it.
£9.95. I don't think a lot of you can believe it. Thank you for sending that in, Tink, you little love. Sorry. Get yourself another one. Why not? split the price then, can't you? You can say you bought 2 for £15 each. Makes it sound a bit better. £9.95. Congratulations for getting your hands on this. And is this the tool we need full stop, if you see what I mean, to get you started?
Yeah, this is just perfect. I know we're talking about Paracord today, but you can also use other mediums as well. So all of your satin cords. These have been made with satin cord.
Oh, wow.
So
on this?
On this jig, yeah. So you're not just restricted to Paracord either. So you can use all the bit of freedom materials.
That is
exactly
so clever.
This is ace.
Oh, that is fab. So, Paracord, if you get your Paracord home and go, I wish I had more, I need more, if you've got satin cord in, you can still play, still have fun with your tool.
That's right.
That is wonderful. Get your hands on it today, £9.95 for you. Congratulations to everyone. You're going to have to be quick on it though. I've got way over 200 gone already. Your Paracord tool today, under £10. Congratulations.
Make a quick bracelet then, shall we?
Yes!
Okay.
Oh, go on then. Okay. I'm not even that excited.
I'll put this so you can look down on it. I think we've got it pretty much there.
Fab.
There we go. Okay. So you choose the colour. Do you want to go for grey or the camouflage?
I want to see the grey myself, please. Yeah, because I love that too.
We'll have a little demo section later on where I'll show you how we incorporate colours and splice, which is really good fun.
I love that word.
Splice.
Splice.
Now we've worked out through experimenting that you need a foot of cord for an inch of bracelet.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So if you want an 8-inch bracelet, you want 8 feet of cord. It sounds quite a lot. So 8 inches with this type of bracelet is the average size, which is why we've got 16 feet. So you get 2 bracelets.
2 bracelets out of each pack.
Out of each pack. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to find the middle, fold it in half, and we're going to cut it. It does sound a lot of cord, but you'll see why in a second.
But I suppose out of the kit that is at the bottom of your screen now, you could make 2, 4, 6, 8 bracelets.
Absolutely.
At least, so that's good.
Absolutely. Okay.
And that's with the average size of being 8 inches.
That's right.
Whereas if you've got a tiny wrist like me, 6 inches.
Yeah, you only need 6. That's perfect. So we're just going to finish off the ends. So we've cut nice and neat. We go back in with our cigarette lighter. Just melt the ends. Give it a squidge. That's a technical term. That's paracorders use. Squidge.
Squidge. The squidge and splice.
We go to the other end.
Sounds like dance moves, that, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out last night doing the squidge and splice.
Again, we just melt
I think it'd look like this. Oh, no, that's fusion, isn't it? That's the fusion move.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you can see on the jig, we've sealed our ends. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a straightforward square knot bracelet, which is the straightforward macrame knot. Okay. So as you can see, we use the small little things I'm pretty sure we've got coming up. Okay. So as we mentioned earlier, you've got an exit and an entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
So we take one of our clips and we attach it to our jig in the opposite ends. Okay. Which seems a bit odd to start with. Like so. Okay. So we've got 2 open clasps now, top and bottom. Okay. So first thing we do is we gather up our 2 ends, find the middle of our cord, and we need to attach it to the top of our clasp. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to feed it from top to bottom through our clasp. Okay. And when we get to this point, so you've got about 1 inch coming underneath your clasp, we're going to pop in the 2 longer cords, and this is now made a lark's head knot. Okay. So pull that nice and tight. So that's it. That's simply how you attach it to your bracelet. Next thing we do is we turn our jig round and we take our 2 ends and we feed them down through the second part of our clasp. So as you can see, we've already used 16 inches of our cord already. It's just setting up.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure they're not tangled on the inside. There's plenty of space in the buckle there just to move. Okay.
Shimmy.
Just to shimmy that across. Like so. Okay, make sure that's nice and tight. There we go.
So you want them to be in line, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You want them to be nice and neat. Okay. And this is how quickly it is to make a bracelet. So we're going to do the basic square knot, which is a macrame technique. Okay. So this is in effect is now our lazy strand.
I see.
These are going to be our left and our right working. So we'll tie.
So we're using both like a lazy strand, are we? For
absolutely.
This? Okay.
So we do the left-hand side first of all, making sure that's nice and tight, and then we'll do the right-hand side, and do the left, do the right. And because you've got this nice 2-inch gap underneath, there's nothing in the way. It's completely free, it's completely open.
Well, that's great, isn't it? Because sometimes with macrame, obviously if you're working with it quite taut, you've got to fiddle underneath a little bit, don't you?
That's right, that's right. So just keep going. See
How quick is that?
How quickly it is. Nice and tight.
What was that message? Yes, please. Someone's just messaged him about this.
Okay.
Hi, Becky and Mark. You've got me hook, line and sinker. Bought the cord and the jig. Lots of love, Debbie.
Oh, hello, Debbie.
Hello, Debbie Pepper.
Debbie's lovely.
I can't wait for the Wall of Fame entries on this already.
They're going to be ace.
Oh, people are going to be going.
As I said, today's show is just to introduce Paracord, and the shows that we've got coming up with the different mediums that we can attribute it to are going to be phenomenal. I can't wait.
I can't believe how quick this is.
As I said, 5 minutes from start to finish, you can make a bracelet. And I'll show you how we finish it off, which is so simple and so neat.
That is perfect for kids and things then, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh my
Okay, so just get to the end. And what we need to do is when we get to the end, we need to make sure that we don't have any gaps.
Right.
So what you can do is if you feel as though there's just not enough space there for a knot, if I tilt it up a bit, you see there's a tiny little gap at the top, which I don't think is probably thick enough for another knot.
No.
So all you do is you just squidge your knots down a bit, so you've got slightly wider, look, and then you can pop in a knot. So we'll do the last knot, and then I'll show you how we finish.
So you want it to be so it's nice and snug?
Yeah, absolutely. Like so, okay? So that's your bracelet.
Okay.
Finished, okay? From top to bottom. As I said, that was about 3.5 minutes.
I can't
so that's
believe
your
that.
bracelet, okay? So to finish, all we do is we unclip it off of our jig.
Okay.
Okay, put that to one side.
That's amazing.
And what we do then is we take our pliers, which we should have in our toolkits, or, which is even better, is your flush cutter pliers.
Okay.
And on your pliers, you have an indent section and you have a flush section.
Yes.
We always say on the show, you always put the flush section against whatever you want to cut. With Paracord, we want it the other way around.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll show you why. So we go in and we cut our cord, like so, okay? Because we want it to leave a little tuft. Just cut that with the scissors. These are the little tuft that we've cut.
Right,
you see it? What do you think
tuft.
what do you think we're going to do with that?
Burn it.
Burn it. So we get our lighter.
Sounded a little bit scary then, didn't I? Burn it.
So we just
Singe it.
Singe it, that's one.
That's the better.
So we just go in, and then while it's still hot, is we just mould it.
So that's going to stay there now. That's not going to
forever.
fray.
No, because it's melted. All of the little sections of cord inside have all melted. See, look how neat and flush that now looks.
Wow.
Okay, so that's one side.
Yeah.
And then with the other side, we just do exactly the same. So we go in this time with a flush cutter because we want it to be flush against the top of the bracelet there. So we go back the other way.
So I get it. So you want one side to be kind of on top and one side.
Yeah, because we want the other one, the second part to be hidden. So it's all nicely melted and secure. And all we do is we close up the bracelet, and there is your.
I think that
bracelet.
is the quickest made piece.
Just
Dan, cameraman, I like that. I like that. Would you wear that?
I actually would. I was actually going to ask you if you could make me one.
Oh, God, look at him. You can make yourself one for under 20 quid.
That's a good
Dan?
point.
Yeah.
I can get a professional to do it for me.
Oh, there's no need. No need for seeing how easy it is, Dan.
So that's the straightforward square knot. We did a little bit of a practice. This is another macrame. This is the twist, which is we use pink because it's not
so
just aimed
cute.
at gents. Ladies can wear it as well. And
Isn't that girly?
That's the twist knot again, which is a really simple macrame technique. So you can see how simple that is. And then when we come to do the second demo later on, I'm going to show you how to mix two colours together. And we're also going to do this type of bracelet that we've got with the green and black there. So I'm going to show you how to splice two colours and do two bracelets.
So we're going to be doing this sort of technique in the next section.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, people have gone crazy over this. Started off with 500 of what? The tool? Of the tool. Started off with 500 on the nose of the tool. I've got less than 90 left.
Gosh.
So you've got to be really quick on this. If you want to check out the baskets, please do so. Started off with 500, double figures left. It's as simple as that. Check out. I can't get over how simple that is. We've had loads of messages in. Let's help you all out. Let's get some in now, shall we? Mark is here to help. Mark to the rescue. Mark, I noticed you've used the smaller clasp. Is it exactly the same with the larger buckle clasp, please?
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. I'm pretty sure we've got small clasps coming up later. I had them in my, we might have them on the late show, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's exactly the same way as the large clips. All the difference is the large clips will enable you, we're going to actually, the demo we're going to do in the second section while we're using the larger clasps.
Brilliant.
And that just
So
enables
in an
you
hour
to
or
make,
so, we'll show you how
so
to
if you
use
pass
the
me
big
that
ones.
first one nearest to the blue one on the top there.
Oh
that
my
just,
gosh, that's gorgeous.
that just enables you to have multiple threads instead of just using one colour. So as you can see, that's the large one. If you just want to do a single row like this, there's nothing stopping you either. You see the one second from the end, the red and the black?
Yeah.
I think that's using a large clip. You can do this technique with a small one. So you would make your straightforward bracelet like this, then you would add another thread, because you've got plenty of room in that buckle top, to incorporate another colour to do the stitch over the top.
Do the stitch.
Absolutely. But we'll use the big clasps a bit later on in the show.
In the second designer inspiration, we'll show you how to use the big clasps.
Exactly the same way.
Exactly the same way. I presume you just attach it to the larger.
To the larger one, absolutely. Yeah.
Simple as that. More messages. Loads of them today. Hi Mark, how much would you sell that for?
This one here. £4.
They are great.
£4.
Right.
Easy.
Let's
easy.
work out how much that has cost to make, please, producer Helena, because if we work it out sort of per component, so let's keep the clasps, 2 packs of clasps as a component, and then the 4, so that would be 5. 6 components within it. If you divide the price £9.95 by 6, how much is that? £1.66, and then divide £1.66 in half would be what about? How much is that?
83p.
83 pence.
Yeah.
So that's cost. Oh, let's add the clasp onto that. So let's round it up to say 80p. Let's say.
Okay.
And you sell it for. And it's
Easily.
taking
I've seen them for £10 on
minutes.
stalls. I've seen them on £10, and obviously then if you started incorporating beads,
Oh,
and
yeah.
gemstones.
Price is
absolutely,
going up.
But you'd pay £4 for that easily, wouldn't you? And that's going to last you for ages and ages. That's going to be one of the strongest bracelets you've got, which is one of the most simple little clasps. I had lots of people Facebook me yesterday because we advertised the show.
Yeah.
And so many of the viewers have got dog collars made with this.
Yeah.
And
That's
horse
what that lady
tethers
just
and horse
messaged in.
tethers for horses and all sorts of things. So I know we're talking about jewellery today, but there's so many different uses
Do you know
for
what
it
I've
as
just
we've been
thought?
talking about.
Could I have it as a handbag clasp?
You can.
And change it, my
Can I
handbag strap.
stay there?
Yeah.
You'll be amazed.
I'm
at
going
this.
to stay here.
Okay, I've got.
Keep texting in. 60777 is the text number. Start your text with the word JM Studio.
This isn't my handbag.
No way!
Made out of a pair of jeans, and aren't they ace?
Stop! This is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
A pair of jeans, chopped off. Look, there's the front.
Yep.
With the paracord around it. Pardon?
That is so cool.
Dan the cameraman, that is so cool.
This is from a dear friend of mine, Fiona, who's going to be showing us a lot more about Paracord in the up and coming few weeks.
I am
That's ace,
so
isn't it?
in love with this. Fiona, I absolutely... Look, and you've even got the twist. So
Yeah,
you can actually
incorporate
change.
exactly the same as you would with basic macrame. Absolutely.
How have we made this so long? Don't tell
Ace,
me.
isn't it?
Don't tell me. I want to wait and find out.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Fiona, I literally want that bag.
It's ace, isn't
That
it?
is so cool.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So as you said, handbag straps. Ace.
Handbag straps.
Incorporate the chains that we have. You know, the meters of big link chains. You can incorporate all those.
Headbands.
Headbands, everything. Armbands, everything. And what you can do, so I've seen lots of people have, when they're out jogging and running, they have their little phones
to
with
hit
things
the thing.
attached.
Yeah, yeah.
You can make this sort of band go around your iPhone or whatever, your tablety type phone thing, around your arm, hold it all together, all sorts of things. Handles on doors in kitchens, everything.
My mind is going.
it's ace.
Tie backs, curtain
Tie
tie
backs.
backs.
Oh, yeah.
Make them any colour you want, match your house
Absolutely.
perfectly.
That's perfect.
What else?
No, it's ace. It's
What
ace.
else? What else can we do?
I've seen a steering wheel in a car
I was just going to say
wrapped round a steering wheel. That looks really good as well.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to interrupt because we could spend all day coming up with ideas for this.
We could.
I love these, but I need to let you know something. The tool, we started off with bang on the nose 500. I've now got bang on the nose 14 left. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot in baskets. My producers just told me I have 47 in baskets and I have 14 left. So sell out as soon as you check out. Oh, that could be a slogan. Just come up with that.
What was that? Do it again.
It's going to be a sellout as soon as you check out.
Woohoo!
That's an Edism.
What?
That could be an Edism. Ed has little sayings and slogans like that.
You've just
Shop
ruined
it.
that for me.
Yeah.
I'll never use that again. Do treat yourself to this today if you want it. Get it very, very quickly at $9.95 for the tool and $9.95 for all the goodies as well.
It's amazing.
Right, I'm off.
I need a challenge.
Oh yeah, we'll do that for you now.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing? Oh, you're going to be working out your challenge, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just going to bop on over. How cool was that? Honestly, genuinely, how cool was that? How cool was that bit? Oh, it's a sellout. The tool's a sellout. Sorry. Do not worry though. Do not worry. We're going to try and get more back in stock. Congratulations to all 500 of you who did manage to get your hands on that. Real big congratulations. Do get those pictures into the Wall of Fame. Oh, I've just left that note. Dan, cameraman, can you please pass me that little slip of paper that's over here by the tool? Do you mind? You're a love, thank you. We're not passing love notes or anything.
I love you.
To Becky, you're so cute and funny. Oh, Dan, stop!
Don't bring it out to everyone.
Stop it!
You're
Oh, I joke. Workshops. Mark Smith.
Brand new.
Thursday the 25th of September. A macrame intermediate.
Yes.
Talk to us about that for anyone who's not seen the workshops and not been on it before. What are we expecting from that?
Okay, well in the basic macrame workshop, we do basic knots, so your square knot, your twist knot, and we end up on the afternoon making a wire herringbone.
Okay,
In
yeah.
the intermediate,
Yeah.
it's the same techniques, so that you don't have to have come on the beginner's course to come on this workshop.
Okay.
But we do, in the morning we start off doing what I call a stained glass window bangle, which is a 3-row macrame, but with using black wax cord, which is just beautiful. We do cabochon wrapping, macrame cabochon wrapping in the afternoon, and then right at the very end we hit cavandoli, which is the zigzag, using T-pins and all sorts of things. So the last couple of hours are amazing, but it's a really, really good, fun, really packed day.
So if you've done it before and even if you haven't, you can still get involved with that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have apparently a handful of spaces. That's it left on that one. Thursday the 25th of September, macrame intermediate. I'll tell you how to get in touch and how to book on in a moment. But I need to talk to you about chips and nuggets.
Oh yes.
That's happening on Friday the 26th of September.
It is.
God, you mean 2 days in one?
Yeah. 4 days I'm here next week.
You live here,
Never
don't
mind.
you?
I do. I love it. I love
You
it.
do. Talk to us about chips and nuggets then, please.
Chips and nuggets. We've got amazing, because lots of the workshops have bead scoops.
Yeah.
As part of their kit with
Yeah.
all the other bits and pieces. Well, I have strands of beads in mine. I do spoil the people who come on the workshop.
I love that.
And so we have 6 strands of beads, one of which are pearls. We have pearls as well. And we start off making memory wire jewellery, make earrings and memory wire bangle. And then we move on in the afternoon to big, heavy 3-strand plaited. And then we do a bit of macrame at the end using the long teeth as well. So there's lots in the whole day. Again, a massively full, busy day.
So a bit
and we do
something
macrame rings with beading thread as well.
Oh my goodness.
So we have a lot. Yeah.
There's loads of people to get involved with then.
Yeah, it's ace.
So let's reiterate those 2 workshops we've got coming up really, really soon. I've only got a couple left of each. Thursday the 25th of September is your macrame intermediate, and then on Friday the 26th you've got your chips and nuggets. Tell you what, why not make a bit of a day of it? Stay overnight. There's loads of local hotels, and the lady who you can book on with and will give you all the info on places to stay if you wish to do both is Wendy, and this is her number: 01527 406 176. So let me tell you that again. It's 01527 406 176. Or go to the Jewellery Maker website and it will tell you the whole kit and caboodle on there. Workshops done.
Am I allowed to do a little shameless plug?
Only if you do that fusion move for me again, please.
Okay, this would work actually. This would work.
Okay,
because on the 12th of November is my very first chips and nugget. No, it's not. I get that. I take that back.
Go on, that's revoked.
Take that back. I take that back. It's my very first macrame / wire fusion workshop.
Yes!
Wire macrame. I can't wait. It's been months in the planning, and it's the first day is the 12th of November.
12th of November,
Yeah,
wire macrame.
Wire
so
macrame.
wait, do I have to be really good at wire and really good at macrame?
You need to be good at macrame.
Okay.
Okay. But we're doing basic techniques.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing, again, we're going to be doing the triple row,
Yeah.
but with pearls and wire. So it's quite bridally.
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
be doing hair bands, not hair bands. What do they call those?
Tiaras,
No.
hair grips,
Hair combs.
hair combs.
Hair combs. We're going to do hair combs, and we're going to be doing metal cabochon wrapping with wire as well. So it's all good stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited. Get that date booked off in your diary, please, already. Bit of fusion. Now, I've got time to squeeze in a few more goodies. We will be back with the lovely Mark really soon to stay exactly where you are. What am I doing now, love? How do you feel about doing the what? The challenge strand. Now, where is it? Is it right at the... Oh, it's over here. Now, Mark, I'm going to give you a challenge strand now to get
Okay.
yourself started.
Wow.
I bet you love this because
Very
I know
pretty.
that I do, and it's a really amazing example. What do you think?
Not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's Imperial topaz.
You're giving me it as a challenge? Really? What have I done to deserve that?
You've just been you. That's all you need to do, Mark. You know that.
Oh my gosh, that's very kind.
This is your Imperial topaz. Now, there are some gemstones in the world that are special because of their beauty. There are some gemstones in the world that are, you know, so loved because of their rarity. For me, this gemstone has both. If you're not totally sure what Imperial topaz is, don't worry, I'll let you know now. It is essentially a gemstone which, at its purest form, has areas that are so rare we can only mine them for a few months in a year. Now, Imperial topaz, let me talk to you a little bit about the area that we get this from. The area in which we mine the majority of our Imperial topaz is an area that essentially has a very high water table. Now, when I say water table, if you're not completely sure what I mean, I'm not talking about kind of the area at the crust of the earth. I'm talking about just under the crust, which is where, of course, as I'm sure a lot of you will know, the vast majority of the water is actually inside the crust of the earth. That is where the water table is. Now, we have a high water table, so that means that the water in that area is so compact within the crust of the earth that it's slightly higher. That means that any area within this high water table floods easily, and it doesn't even matter how much it's rained, it doesn't even matter on the humidity, it just happens to do with the changing of the world and to do with temperatures at the time and different seasons, etc. Now, where we mine Imperial topaz, you've got to imagine for me a huge, huge pit. It's a massive mine, over 40 metres into the crust of the earth. So, so vast, absolutely huge, huge area. Now, this mine is flooded 8 months of the year. And when I say flooded, I mean it looks like a lake. Honestly, you can't tell that it's a mine at all. It's completely 40 metres down, completely looks like a lake. The reason is because of the water table. So essentially the water seeps to cover the crust of the earth, essentially. Now, for 8 months, approximately, we can't mine this because it is just a lake. You can't get into it at all. The rest of the time, for another month or so, we're spent pumping out this water. Millions and millions and millions of pounds are spent on huge pieces of machinery that literally just pump out the water, put it back into the earth so that the cycle sort of happens again, I suppose. With all of this happening constantly, even in the times when they can get into the mine, they only allowed a handful of people within there because there is such risk involved with this mining area. That means that this gemstone you've had in front of you has had the window frame of approximately 3 or 4 months to get to you, and that's it. It's got that time frame. That means this is an incredibly rare gemstone. It's not a gemstone, say, like quartz, which is quite abundant to us, that we can get any time of the year from a lot of locations in the world. It's not like that at all. We have to work and strive and, to be honest, live by Mother Nature as to whether or not we get this and by how much she allows us to have at one time. So a lot of work has gone into bringing this gemstone to you. That's why we hardly have it on the show. That's why you hardly ever see this in the jewellery world. It's really not a gemstone you are necessarily au fait with, because it is such a rarity. The fact of the matter is, though, some gemstones have rarity, and that's why they're loved, and some gemstones have absolutely mind-boggling splendour and beauty, and that's why they're loved. Are you on board with me when I say that this has both? It has that beauty. It has that internal crispness. It has these delicate areas of fire and wonder. Just look, as I'm just turning some of these, please look at that light interaction. Can you see? When I talk about the life of a gem, this is what I meant, this is what I mean, this is what I'm talking about. So see how the light is there? You can see it's nice and sparkling off the facets. Now just wait. As I move in these, can you see how the light gets encapsulated within inside? And you always get a glow. That's why I refer to as the life of the gem, or the brilliance. You've got that spanning across every single one of these, and that's due to the quality. It is an exceptionally rare gemstone. It is a loved gemstone by so many jewellery connoisseurs. And today, it's going to be at an exceptional price. No. Can I be completely honest with you at home? I'm going to get told off for this, but I'm going to be honest. Today, we were waiting for Mark. We were so excited about the Paracord this morning. I was so focused on the Paracord, like, how many have we got in? What are we doing? Let's have a research. Birthstone section, mind on the Birthstone prize. Got some lovely slides coming up for you later that I've been putting together this morning. I didn't really have a chance to look over exactly what prize points we were going. I know what we've got coming up on today's show, because you get a list. But then next to it, you'll have like your quantity and, you know, your price point and da-da-da. And I've just not had the chance to look over it this morning because I've been so focused on other things. So genuinely, when I say to you that this strand is £10.95 and you saw that gormless look on my face, that's not me acting. We all know I can't act. That's not me acting. That is me reacting. £10.95. I do not think I have ever seen a strand for that price, ever. The thing is, I can stand here and tell you the absolute honest truth about this and how hard it is to mine and how stunning it is and how exciting it is for me to have this in my presence. And it's true. You know I wouldn't stand here and just waffle on for no reason and tell you absolute pack of lies. There'd be no point whatsoever. So then I'm telling you about the rarity and the beauty and how sought after this is. Now it's used by all the top designers. And then my producer puts in £10.95. It offends me a little bit because I look like a Wally, but it's completely true. This is a gemstone we can't get our hands on all the time. This is a gemstone that is millions and millions and millions of pounds worth. Thousands and thousands and thousands of man hours go into getting this gemstone. 90 carats worth. 90 carats! I can't believe that. And it's Mark's challenge, so we get to see how the wonderful Mark's going to use these. Honestly, I'm absolutely baffled, dumbfounded, some might say, by that price. What do you think of that price point?
That's incredible, isn't it?
Because I know how much you love your gemstones, and I know you love researching your gemstones, so I know that you're really aware of this gem. That price point, you must agree with me.
I think I read somewhere that royalty used to buy Imperial topaz because of its goals, and it reminded them of their jewels and their crown, and hence why it gets its name Imperial topaz.
That. It used to be used in the Russian Imperial court as well. Fabergé's used this, you know. £10.95.
Mad, isn't it? I'm just thinking, just two of them in two simple drop topaz earrings. I mean, I'd probably sell those in my my high range, and
Yes.
they would be £20 a pair,
Yes.
just for 2 of those.
What I would suggest to people at home as well, if you are thinking of selling your gemstones, if you are thinking of selling your pieces, I would suggest to you, when you're naming this, absolutely imperative you put the Imperial topaz point on there. It's not just topaz, this is Imperial topaz, which demands a higher price point. Which is why I'm absolutely blown away by that price. Congratulations, all your names have gone off my screen, but honestly, congratulations. I cannot think of a time I've had this much beauty and this much splendour in this gemstone for that price point. I genuinely cannot. So you've got an earring idea. Any other ideas we've got for this?
I'm going to try and incorporate them in a bracelet. I don't make very many bracelets, apart from the macrame ones. It'd be nice to do something a bit different. The drill hole is quite a way down from the point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's in a good location.
Okay, I'll have a little play.
All right, well, these will wing their way over
Thank
to you
you.
in a minute then. Do check out your baskets. I've got triple buyers on this. I've got multi-buyers. Your names have gone off my screen. Congratulations to everyone. KGRU93 is your code. We're going to be revisiting this later when we'll have a look what lovely Mark has made with it. I'll hand that over to you now. Brother Pete, will you pass this to Mark for me, love? Is that all right? Hi, Brother Pete.
Hello.
Come on, people are missing you.
Wait,
This is my beautiful Brother
You want me
Pete.
to walk this way to Mark?
Well, yeah, if you want to. Hi, Brother Pete. I'm saying
Hi.
hello. This is my brother, beautiful Pete. Hi, Pete.
Beautiful Pete, wow.
Don't know,
thank
just
you.
started it.
Cheers.
What have you done this weekend? Oh, well, your days off. We've had 2 days off. It's our fake weekend.
What we... No, I haven't been to a buffet. I can hear me. No.
Pete loves the buffet. Loves the buffet.
Yeah, no, I'm still sorting out the
Your face.
Yeah, my dentist problems.
He's been having a mare with his
I
mouth.
have, yeah.
Absolute mare. What's up with
Yeah.
it? Is it fixed now?
It's alright, yeah.
Getting there.
Yes, getting there.
I love the update. Thanks, Brother Pete. Laters. $10.95 for you today. We'll have a little look at that later on. Say it to me again, love. Oh, I love the ring. Now. You all right there, Dan? What's up? What's up, you two?
Update of Pete.
Update of Pete.
What's going on? Tell us about your life.
Yeah, we need to know that. We need to know. Hey, if we don't ask, people at home go crazy. Where's Brother Pete today?
So do I.
Do you? Do you go mad?
I have to phone him up for about a 2-hour chat every day.
2-hour chat you have to phone him up for to fill you in. I know. He's an epic man. If it's not his tooth, it's a buffet. It's a roller coaster with Pete. It really is. I'm bringing you something really, really beautiful now. Almost as beautiful as Brother Pete. This is a meter's worth of your 925 with a beautiful, rich, almost Zambian amethyst. Now, a couple of things I want to point out about this. Let's start off with the 925, shall we? Now, silver, we know when it comes to price points on silver and any precious metal really, it truly does just go up and down like a wave. You can't really tell where it's going to go next. You don't really know whether it's going to be up one week, down another. It's changeable constantly, and this is from loads of different reasons. Popularity actually is a big one. That's a huge one. Just to let you know, not a mass quantity of this, I've just been told in my ear. Popularity is a big one, worldwide popularity. We saw who was it now? When Angelina got married a couple of weeks ago, and there was a picture with her in all of her jewels, and you saw that she was wearing a lot of these white gold silver tones. The price of that precious metal skyrocketed by around 17% within the space of a week. And that is worldwide popularity. Just from one famous person wearing it, being photographed in, you know, big magazines, the price of the actual metal worldwide went up by over 17%. That kind of goes to show you how much of a roller coaster the price point is on this. When I last looked, which was just before Angelina, on silver, the price point, so at the beginning, midpoint of last month, so probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, when I had a look at the price of 925 and of silver, it was up by 22.6% from the end of March. So in that few months, the price had just rocketed by over 22%. That's a huge amount, isn't it? Of course, it's always changing. But what I can tell you is we have got a very, very precious and very desirable metal here. And don't forget, for me, when I was on the morning show the other day and we asked you your favourite coloured of wire to work with, your favourite coloured metal, you all said silver. It won by like 68%. It won by one of the polls that we had on the show. So you've got that precious metal here. And we say you've got a meter's worth of it. You haven't actually, because each one of these is a double wrapped loop. So you've got much, much more of this. You've then got the amethyst. Now this amethyst is very special. It's African. It's got this gorgeous, rich, deep Zambian tone to it, hasn't it? This most regal of royal purples. Now, when we're talking about amethyst, of course, there's lots of different qualities. Beauty, as always, is within the eye of the beholder. However, when it comes to amethyst, we have a bit of a juxtaposition, really. We either say the deeper, the richer the tone, like this, the higher the price, or we say the pinker it is, the Rose de France is a high price point too. You've got the deepest, the richest, that Zambian rich tone here, which means the price point should be high on this, which is obvious, really, I suppose, because let's face it, why would we put really precious 925 metal, 92.5% genuine silver, with a rubbishy example of a gem? We just wouldn't. We've gotten the highest grade of precious metal we can possibly bring to you for this type of medium. Of course, there is fine silver, but if we were to make this chain out of fine silver, 99.9% silver, it would bend out of shape, the loops would come undone, it wouldn't be that workable. So we're truly bringing you the highest grade of silver we possibly can, and pairing it with the highest grade of amethyst we can bring to you at this time as well. You've got a full meter's worth of this. I need to let you know that I haven't got as many of these as I would like. Look at how much you've got, a full meter's worth here. You can use it just as a normal chain, of course. You can use it just as a quick bracelet and a matching necklace and probably pair of earrings. You can take off every single individual loop if you wish and just have loads of the 925 wire, and then maybe keep the gems themselves for a little cluster ring or something you've special got your eye on. There is a lot we can do with this. I haven't got many left though. So if you want to get your hands on the beauty, the elegance and the luxury of 925 mixed with the luxury, the beauty and the elegance of February's Birthstone Amethyst, now's your chance at this price point. £21.95 for you today. Whether the price of the silver's going up or down or whatever it's doing, we give you the best price we possibly can. We buy in times when we know the market is good, and we pass that gift on to you. £21.95. I know that you... What's your face?
No, I was just going to say, how much do you love me? Can I have it?
Do you love it?
It's my challenge, yeah.
Do
I think
you?
it'd be amazing with that topaz.
Do you?
But you haven't got very many. That's all
How
right.
many have you got? How many?
It's not very many.
We'll think. We've got about 32. What would you do with it?
Well, I would just have little really nice chandelier earrings. I would have 3-inch drops.
Yeah.
With the topaz suspended on each one. Just have big. I think it looks stunning.
That'd be nice.
Never mind.
What kind of other gems would you match this with? Because it's quite a powerful gem, the amethyst, in its colour and its tone, isn't it?
Well, my first choice, I can see you've got a strand coming up. It would be the Peridot.
Was it?
Yeah.
You don't half throw some curveballs out with colour mark, don't you?
I just look at that. Isn't that just? It's
Yeah.
exquisite.
I'm so on board.
Oh look.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Peridot.
Yeah, without a doubt. Peridot and amethyst are the best.
Oh, stunning
You've got
selection.
moonstone coming up as well.
No.
Okay. That's not what I think it is. Is it really? No.
Maybe. £21.95. Guess what? I'm coming up to a break in a minute, but after the break, well, throughout the show at some point today, I will be bringing you a full section of birthstones. I have every birthstone for you. Yeah, I've got January, February, March, April.
April.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I've got more coming up for you. I can't believe I brushed over October. October, my favourite. not even my birthstone. I just love it. All of those are coming up for you very shortly. Last chance to purchase, $21.95. After the break, I have got some birthstones. I'm also back to learn more about our wonderful brand new medium. Stay exactly where you are for Paracord, Gemstone delights and beautiful bargains. I will see you after this very short break.
This week, Jewellery Maker is offering an amazing wirework deal for all our customers. This bumper pack has everything you need to get started in wirework or to simply stock up on your essential tools, including an array of different gauged wire, 5 DVDs for all different levels, a hammer and block, a gizmo, the wire twisting tool, nylon jaw pliers and the wire wrapping jig. This is an offer not to miss out on. All of this for just $49.95. To get your hands on this limited edition offer, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Welcome everybody to Designer Inspiration. I am over the moon about today. Not only am I joined by the tallest man in show biz, Mark Smith. Show biz. He's so tall, it made it sound weird. Hi Mark! How are you?
I was told I looked like John Barrowman once.
Were you?
Yeah, I don't think that's... And Philip Schofield's another one.
Philip Schofield, yeah, I can see that.
I can't see that.
I can. No, I've had dinner with Philip Schofield, not to name drop or anything.
Real?
But, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, really. I don't just stand here and say stupid things for no reason, on purpose. Yeah,
Does Lucy know?
Does
Lucy know?
No, I don't think so.
Because Lucy is his number one. Number one.
Really? That's why she gets on with you so well. Yeah. You do look, you have got a touch of the Schofields.
I haven't. I can't see it at all.
Anyway.
Look,
how are you with puppets?
No, I don't have a gopher.
What?
I don't have a gopher.
Oh, all right. No. Did you see him there? Did you just look at your watch then?
Sorry?
Do you just look at your watch then?
No.
I thought I'm talking about Gordon the Gopher and he's like that. Oh, not long left, Mark. Tell us what you've got coming up in the second designer inspiration, please.
Okay, I'm going to show how we splice. I only do this for you. I don't do that for anyone else.
I literally adore you for
so
it.
I'm showing you how you splice two colours together, so we can get a bi-colour design. And then we're going to do a bracelet which is known as the Piranha.
Whoa, okay, the Piranha. That is coming up for you in a little bit. Before that though, it's something that truly has been in the making for quite a long time now. When did I suggest this to you, Helena? A couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think I mentioned it to you. Yeah, it's something that I've thought about for a while and we've finally managed to bring it to you. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting to do this because, as you can imagine, to get every single birthstone available for you at a decent enough quantity is quite tricky, but we've managed to do it. I will pre-warn, some of the pieces, we've not been able to get a lot of. I'm sure already there are months springing into your head that you can imagine is going to have a low quantity. I'll tell you straight away, April is going to be one of those. December is quite a low quantity as well, isn't it? In fact, even March and May are quite low too. So, birthstones. Let's talk to you a little bit first off about birthstones, shall we? What are birthstones? Well, essentially, birthstones are a selection of gemstones. There's technically 17 major birthstones in the UK calendar, as it were. I know that there are different ones for different areas, so America will have a slightly different one to us, as will a lot of countries in the world. In our kind of collection, though, we have 17 main gemstones that, of course, span out for the 12 months. Now, there's lots and lots of history behind these, but apparently it has derived from the breastplate of Aaron. Of course, Aaron around in Moses' time, and it was said that he wore a breastplate, and within this breastplate, he wore 12 individual gemstones that were representing the 12 different Israeli colonies and tribes at that time. And in fact, have you got that slide for me, lovely man, of the mosaic? Bear with. So I'm about to show you now a picture of a mosaic, and this is the mosaic of the 12 tribes of Israel. So you can see on there, this is found in a synagogue within Jerusalem. It's still there on the walls. Now, as you can see, each one of these 12 pictures here is said to represent the different groups, the different tribes. Now, one thing I think is quite interesting about this, if you keep looking at it, can you recognize some of those symbols? Don't some of those symbols look very much like the signs of the zodiac to you? Can you see? So this is one of the reasons that they think the kind of ancient associated birthstones with the breastplate of Aaron. So this is what you can find in the synagogue. Now, over time, these 12 depictions and these 12 gemstones were then related to the months of the year, hence the birthstones. And it started, lots of different times passed through this. There was lots of changes within it, but kind of the modern day birthstones we know now really hit into fashion around the 15th century, where it became really, really popular in Europe. And you would find that people wore their birthstone as a talisman. Now, it was only until George Kunt came around with his very, very famous book, The Law of Precious Gemstones, that we saw for the first time written out and depicted the 12 gemstones represented by their birth month. Now, if you're not sure who George Kunt is, that's a picture of him there, and that's a book of his most famous book, The Curious Law of Precious Gemstones. And as you can see here, he wrote this book, he describes them for the first time when this book was released, which was 1913, and it was the first time that it was properly described. A few facts I've put in there underneath for you if you don't know who he is. He was essentially an American who has been depicted a lot of the time as the first person really to make coloured gemstones very, very popular within the modern day market. And it's also quite interesting, some of the few points that I found out about him were things like when he was aged 20, he had collected a massive collection of 4,000 1,000 labelled specimens weighing over 2 tons. That's of genuine gemstones. He was so proud of it that he said it officially placed me among recognised mineralogists. And the piece with that basically means that he'd understood at that point how important his work was. And you can see as well, he actually grew up around New York and New Jersey, and the way he started his journey wasn't by, you know, going to these huge mines. It was actually just by getting involved with building railways and tunnels. And that's how he started his journey, by literally digging on site and finding pieces and going to explore them and find out more. Some of the gemstones that are synonymous with him are the big names, things like your morganite, of course. I'm sure whenever morganite comes up, everyone will mention him. There's gemstone upon gemstone that are just synonymous with him. And in that book that you saw a picture of there, that came out around 1913, that was one of the first times that it was highlighted and depicted that these are the birthstones. We're going to be taking a little look today at each one of those individually. Some I've got decent quantity, some I haven't. Let's get started with January, shall we? Where are we going? Oh. And what a superb example this is. This is your Mozambique garnet. Wow. Now, every single birthstone is special to the people that hold that birth month. Mark, what's your birthstone?
Have a guess.
That's hard. Okay. People are guessing amethyst.
Yeah.
Guys, we are epic. Amethyst was in my mind. Amethyst was in Helena's mind. I heard Ryan going, I reckon it's amethyst. Was it in yours as well?
Yeah, amethyst.
You are so amethyst. February birthday.
Yep.
Just like me.
Friday the 13th.
Ooh, unlucky for some, but not for you.
Not for my mum, she always says.
Oh, sweet. It's interesting though that every gemstone and every birthstone is meant to say something about you. Kind of like the zodiac sign. So if you're amethyst, like myself and Mark both are, it says you're very creative, doesn't it?
We are.
And we are.
Very sensitive though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Very
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Yeah.
Garnet is a gemstone which has lots of myths and legends behind it. It says the wearer and the January baby is often very caring and often muchly adored, and will often as well go out of their way to help others. Is that you, Ryan, is it? Are you a January baby, Director Ryan? And have I just described you there, love? Perfect description, he says. Absolutely perfect. We have got here for you the Mozambique garnet. Now, what I will ask of you is I will say to you, is this your birthstone? If it is, we've done something a little bit special, I'll be honest with you today. We could have quite easily just gone, oh yeah, we'll just get one of every birthstone and that'll do. We'll just find whatever we can and kind of whack it in there. Because I wanted this to be a really special birthstone selection, we've gone through our vault and really carefully picked out an example of, for each birthstone, which is exquisite, which some might say would be the pinnacle point of luxurious and beautiful gems. This is most certainly one of them. When you get garnet, the number one exquisite location, the number one location used by the greats such as Tiffany is Mozambique. That's where this garnet has come from for you. One of the most sought after mines and locations for this gemstone. Your price point is honestly outstanding. Your price today is just £19.95. Is your birthday in January? If it is, get this now. Have you got somebody who you love whose birthday is in January? If you have, get this now, because guess what? It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! I'm going to drop the price. That's your birthday present from me to you. I'm getting in early. It's the #1 highest quality garnet. Your price point. Happy birthday, £5 off. Congratulations, everybody. This is so, so wonderful. I wish I had that torch around. Where is my brother Pete gone? Brother Pete, where are you? I know you can hear me, brother Pete. I'm in your ear. Ooh.
He's not really your brother, is he?
No, he's not really my brother.
Can we just
no.
clear that up? Okay.
Someone messaged in, and apparently he's messaged in numerous times saying that we look identical and are we related. So now I've just given in and gone, yeah, fine, we are.
Okay.
Take a look at the quality. Now this is going to be hard to find because I've only got one hand, but hang on, I'll do my best. Take a little look at this. How beautiful this looks already. But wait. Look at that quality.
It's exquisite.
That's how it looks to the eye. That's how it looks in the daylight. It's only because the lights in here are like stage lights and they're so harsh and full on, you don't get a view from each side. That looks like stained glass window, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That is such high quality. And honestly, that's what you're looking for in this gemstone. That fire, that beauty, that heat. I am bringing to you the best quality garnet I've ever had at under £15. I've just price dropped it for you. Happy birthday, January. SPZC71 is your code today. Where am I heading to next, love? Here we
That's
go.
amethyst.
That is amethyst, isn't it?
Wow, wow, wow.
Honestly, genuinely, I've been planning this for a while. I've really wanted to do it because it's getting to that time of year, isn't it? It's getting to Christmas, and people obviously, you don't just buy birthstones at the beginning of the month, do you? People do it for Christmas, don't they? Your Christmas gift. I've been looking and looking for a really gorgeous strand of amethyst, and I think I found it.
That's it. Perfection.
Do you love it?
Yeah, that's just. I love that deep purple. I absolutely love it, and faceted as well. That's just.
Oh my God.
That's an unusual facet as well. I can see it from here. They're quite long facets, aren't they?
They are. They're long, and they're not the perfect square. They're slightly obtuse on one side, which means you get this really interesting light play across the surface. Amethyst, you little beauty. It is a birthstone of February, and also if you're into zodiac signs, it is Pisces as well. Said to be gemstone of creativity. Its wearer and its person in the month of birth can be quite sensitive. Helena, when's your birthday? You're a February as well, aren't you? 3 Febs on the team. Dan, my man.
September.
Are you a sapphire?
Yes.
Oh, you little sapphire. Was it your last week? Last week? How old are you, Ben?
25.
How old?
25.
Gosh. 25?
40.
No!
What's wrong with 40?
There's nothing wrong with 40, Dan. Gosh.
I'm going.
Isn't he handsome for a 25-year-old? You have got here the most exquisite of examples. And trust me when I say to you, I've been looking for this. I've been searching for this. Especially as this is my birthstone. It's something very, very close to my heart. And I'm bringing it to you now in the most exquisite, rich tones. What I can say to you here is the saturation throughout is beautiful. It is really, really just spanning across the whole gem. The tone of this, for me personally, is absolutely exquisite, and it's the archetypal tone, isn't it? Which is what we like, don't we? We like it when people are given a piece of jewellery, or when people see it on our stall and know exactly what it is. If you were looking at this, even if you're not a trained gemologist, even if you don't really know that much about jewellery, I can imagine you're gonna know that this is amethyst. It's not one of the big fives, of course, but I always think it's similar to it in a sense, in the way that when you grow up, you know diamonds, emeralds, rubies, you know them even as a child. I also knew, and I think a lot of people do, amethyst when you're younger, don't you? You don't know about your labradorites, I don't think. I don't even think I knew about moonstone, really. Amethyst I knew straight away, very young age. It's a gemstone that everyone knows and everyone has been brought up with. And today you can add it to your family's collection for just £14.95. Happy birthday, February. Ah, this is happening. This is happening. £11.95 is your price point on this today. Honestly, I have searched high and low for this. I've looked at absolutely everything we had in stock and I found my favourite. I had to go and ask management and everything to get this price dropped, but I've done it for you because I want you all to own it and have it. What do you think of that price?
That's
for
fantastic.
this quality?
I think you've done really well. I think you've done well. That is proper amethyst, isn't it? As you said, your archetypal. I've forgotten the word.
Archetypal, sort of stereotypical go-to amethyst.
No, archetypal textbook.
Yes,
textbook
amethyst.
That's what I was going.
You're bang on.
That's beautiful.
You are absolutely bang on. Centre drilled, faceted drops. I love them, and so do you. Loads of multi-buyers out there. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are joined by the wonderful, lovely, massively tall Mark, and I have also got the launch of the Paracord for you. Don't worry, we're going over to Mark in a bit to find out and see a little bit more. But I have got your birthstones today, and all the birthstones we're going to have for you. Can I just check my quantity on this, please, love? Oh, that's good. Yes. We started with 74. That is fab. Last Chance Saloon. Way over half my stock gone, heading towards Last Chance Saloon, which means I'm heading towards 30 or less, possibly because we've just taken off a massive chunk of money, but also probably because amethyst truly is one of the most loved gemstones in the world. I think for jewellery makers out there, which of course a lot of us will be watching this channel, but for jewellery makers out there, it is a gemstone that's synonymous with creativity, and let's face it, as a creative, who can't love a bit more creativity when it comes our way, especially at a price drop price. £11.95. Thank you everyone for joining us. You're all so, so wonderful. 80 carats of amethyst, £11.95 for you. That's raw. Let's move on. We're moving on now. We've done Jan, we've done February, we're heading on to March. Take a look. March is an interesting one, I think, because people in March, obviously, you're still kind of into the water sign slightly, aren't you, when it comes to March? And so it's quite a tranquil time of year, and when we talk about March babies and March children, we do generally say that they can be quite easy to listen to both sides of the story. They're sometimes a little bit of a diplomat. They can be very open-minded to lots of different ideas and lots of different people's views and opinions. And I quite like that idea for this gemstone, because to me that's kind of what this gemstone says. It's tranquil, isn't it? It's relaxing. It's not too over the top and in your face. It's delicately subtle whilst making a point and making a statement. March, of course, I'm sure you all know, used to, back in the day, we used to have bloodstone was its birthstone for many, many years. I think it only changed in the 19th century, didn't it? So it used to be bloodstone, which is, of course, is a type of jasper, essentially. And then, due to popularity, this jumped in its place, essentially. It was, of course, and is often depicted by Tiffany as one of their gemstones of the year. 2014 saw its return, I'm sure it was for the 8th or 9th time, in the Tiffany Blue Book. If you're not sure what the Blue Book is, essentially Tiffany & Co. come up with a book every single year that depicts and defines what they believe are going to be high fashion statements within the jewellery world for the next year, and this was depicted as one of the number ones to look out for 2015. It is a most certainly tranquil and relaxed tone with this gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone, said to relax, said to calm. Let me bring you a lovely price. £17.95 for you today. Now wait, don't expect this for everyone, all right? But happy birthday, happy birthday, Birthstones price drop. £13.95. Should have been 18. It's £13.95 for you today. 85 carats worth of this stunning gemstone. Pete, I should know this, of course, as your faux sister. When's your what? He's just gone faux sister. Like, what aren't you telling me? What's your birthstone, lovely?
My amethyst.
Are you a February as well?
Yeah.
4 Februaries. Get us. We're all a creative bunch here, aren't we? Pardon? When in February, Helena wants to know.
You're my sister.
I should know. I know, because I'm your sister, but you know, I always forget family birthdays, you know what I'm like. When is it, Pete?
It's the 16th.
16th, very shortly after Helena's. This gemstone is actually one of Pete's favourites. It is the gemstone of the mermaids. So said, because the tails go. Of course, don't forget this gemstone is synonymous with water and with calm. Do not forget that for a second. Even in the name, Aquamarine. But also, it was the gemstone of the mermaids, apparently, because sirens used to sing to lure in the sailors, whereas mermaids were said to cry tears of this gemstone. Bit of a damsel in distress to get them to come in, and so they could steal all their treasure, essentially. This gemstone is so beautiful, and with a graduation like this, it's also really workable. From 9 to 13 mil. Why not get your hands on every single one of these beautiful birthstones that you can today? Because let's face it, it's going to get to a time of year where you go, oh, it's that person's birthday. Or if you've got that person in your family, I'm sure we all have them. They're your family, of course, so you love them, you adore them, but sometimes you don't get to see them all that often, do you? And it's really hard to find a gift for Christmas for them, and they're coming over. I get it all the time with Brother Pete. You can imagine. What do you buy for the man who has everything? I'll get him his birthstone this year. Easy done. $13.95 price drop for you on Aquamarine. Doesn't happen often at all. Congratulations, everybody. What's this? It's April. I have how many opportunities? Single figure opportunities. Very low single figure. More than 1, less than 9. Wait, are you actually having a giraffe? Wait, faceted? I'll be honest. Let me show you. I love this strand, don't get me wrong. I really do like this strand. But this is what I thought we were bringing to you. We have now, last minute, managed to get something a little bit different in. It's the same gemstone. I am holding faceted diamonds. They are proper diamonds, aren't they? Don't get me wrong, the nuggets of diamonds are stunning and they're absolutely gorgeous, and they're diamonds, I mean, come on. But when do we have faceted diamonds on? I want to give everyone the chance to get the price in. We know this is going to go. £179.95 is your price point today. Last opportunity to get them. 4 carats worth. They're going so fast, I can't even tell you. It's a goner. Do not worry though, don't worry, okay, at all, because it's not the same, and I'm not saying it is, but you know some of the birthstones we've got coming up, and you know of one, hang on, in particular, which I have a huge passion about. Sneaky hint there for you. So, if you're going for that look, don't worry, I'm here to help. What have we got next? I can't believe that's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to bring to you a gemstone which has been millions of years in the making. I'm going to bring it to you from one of the most sought after locations in the world. This gemstone, in some areas, in Zambia, where you can get this gemstone from, in Zambia, there is around a 1 in 1,200 chance of you getting your hands on the gem. I don't want to say I've outdone myself, but I've definitely done a pretty good job. What I'm about to show you is up there. If you, let's just put this on the table now. If you purchase this right now, you are going to be in around the 0.5%, not even a full percent, 0.5% of people in the world who own untreated emerald. That's because we say that around 99% of emerald on the market is treated. Don't forget for me, don't ever forget this for me, please. Not everybody tells you whether or not it is treated. They don't even have to tell you. We do, we're a transparent company. We will tell you if it's been treated. This has not. Not everyone will do that. When a gemstone is treated, there can be loads going on with it, absolutely loads. The most common is probably heat, because it gives it a nice colour. And the other one is filling, and that means we put lead and glass-based substance within the gemstone, and that's because it makes it look nice and clear, and people like that. The only thing is, when you're getting a treated stone that has possibly lead and possibly glass within it, it's not technically 100% emerald, is it? It's a bit emerald, and it's a bit glass and treatment. It's absolutely fine, because let's face it, emerald in its own is really rare, so of course we're going to add treatments to it to try and make it more desirable so more people can own it. The fact of the matter is, wipe all that out your head, because I'm about to offer you totally natural emerald now at a price point I honestly believe you are going to be blown away by. We heat it, making you wait. We heat it because I've already got people coming in, they love it. We heat this gemstone to give it an even colour, because that's one of the things that you need to have on your tick list. In your head, you have your tick list of how do I know this is really good quality or really good example. One thing you look for in emerald is an even colouring, so that's one thing you want to look for, and that's why we heat it. To me, you've got that, hands down, with this naturally. Another reason we will treat it and fill it, as I said earlier, is to give it transparency and translucency, because that's one thing we're looking for. This has got this, and it's all from Mother Nature. Take a look and just fall in love. Oh. Now, it's really hard in emerald to show you transparency, so let me get my torch out. Can I put this on the desk? Is that all right? Get my mini torch out, because I want you to be able to see, as well as I can, how gorgeous this is. Imagine sea glass, and now look at this. So beautiful. Look at that. Look at how the light plays through this gemstone. Oh my goodness. And another thing I want to point out, can I? The shape of these. How unusual is it for us to have plain rondelles in this? Really, really workable shape, and a workable size as well, all the way up to 3x2 on this. Oh. It is a gorgeous birthstone. I'm always a little bit jealous of anyone who has a big 4 as their birthstone. It's the gorgeous emerald. Your price today, £47.95. Of course it is. Of course it is. Look at the quality. Happy birthday. May people, it's your birthday. You're not going to believe this. You're really not. £34.95. How much? Unlucky for some, not for you. £13 off natural emerald. Oh my goodness. Honestly, please, please, please don't miss out on this today if you're one of those people who find it really, really important to own natural gemstones. And I know some people out there, really, if they've got the choice, they would go for the natural option. You've got the choice here, and we've price dropped it for you, which is absolute lunacy, because when it comes to natural emerald, we say your price point is averagely on the market raised by around 50%. But even that isn't always a good go-to, because people will whack that 50% price point on to give you the impression that it isn't treated, fully well knowing that it is. But of course, they don't have to tell you, because there's no governing body on that. We tell you, we're hands down, completely transparent with you. The way you can tell is, if the presenter doesn't mention it, have a little look at the bottom of your screen. Can you see at the bottom of your screen it says emerald from Brazil, and then it says 15 carats at the bottom there, down here. At the end there in brackets, if there's a letter in brackets, that means it's got a treatment and the letter will correlate to something else. Majority of the time we do tell you though, we will just say it, and sometimes it's even on the code actually. 15 carats worth. Congratulations, Sussex, Yorkshire, Cumbria, Gwent, Merseyside, West Yorkshire, Merseyside again. Lots of you. Gwent, double buyers, gotta love that. Not surprised when you're getting one of the big four. And could I just point out, I know we're focusing on birthstones at this moment in time, but even if you don't know anyone with this birthstone, how gorgeous is this just for Christmas? Imagine giving this just as a Christmas present, emerald. They don't have to know you got £13 off. I'm not going to tell anyone. It's between you and me. Between you and me. £34.95. Hello, lovely. What are you here for?
I'm here to cover a break.
Mike's covering a break. Hello, lovely.
I'm doing overtime, of course.
Doing overtime. How are you, love?
Decent, yeah.
Decent. Can I ask you an important question? What's your birthstone? We're in birthstone section now.
Pearls, June.
Pearls. You're so lucky. You've got all three.
Yeah, I've got some good ones.
You've got really good ones. I'm jealous of June as well. They have three. Get your hands on this one today. They're £13 off. I've got people coming in from lovely sunny Barcelona as well today. Congratulations, everyone. £13 off. Exquisite emerald. Okie dokie. We're moving on. Oh, just for you.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, hello, beautiful. Aren't they delicate? Now, pearls are special. We know that already. They are the #1 organic, famed, wow. By all the big style icons, I always think. When I was younger, my style icon was Elizabeth I, okay? Now, I know, unusual, controversial. She was such a style icon. Well, mainly because I hadn't discovered straighteners at that point, so I had huge, massive curly hair. This, untamed, you don't even want to see it, huge mane. So I used to think, yeah, we've both got like frizz bomb hair, so already I love her. I loved her so much that I made people think my middle name was Elizabeth, when it's not at all. I used to tell my teachers it and everything. I asked my teachers to call me Elizabeth because I preferred my middle name. Bearing in mind, I have no middle name. Mark Space.
It's the most random thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
She was my style icon. Who was yours when you were younger?
Gosh, I don't think I had one.
Helen was suggesting Ricky Martin.
No, I don't think I had one actually.
Do you not have one?
No. I don't think I did actually.
Oh, well,
I went through a Kids from Fame phase when I wore leg warmers.
Oh my God.
But it was that time, wasn't it? It was
I know
early
exactly
80s,
what you mean, yeah. I
You
can
went
just
round in the
imagine
80s,
you know,
whereas-
high kicking on the way to school and your leg warmers. Love that. So, Queen Elizabeth was my style icon, and she is known for wearing pearls. You know, in all of kind of her huge portraits, where she's obviously got the very, very pale face, hasn't she? Because she used to wear all the lead-based makeup, because in those days it was really the fashion to look pale. One of the main reasons for that was because it was said that people who had a tan were then working outside, whereas people who were very pale got to work inside. You had nothing to do and were ladies of leisure, so it was very much the fashion to look pale. In all of those portraits that you see, especially one that's very renowned, I can see it in my head now, she has a huge frizzy bouffant tamed, and then she has pearls just stuck up almost like a crown in her hair, just covering. I loved pearls straight away as soon as I kind of remember seeing those pictures of her, and she often wore the earrings as well, didn't she? One style icon that we know of course, coming to more modern days, other people that stand out are probably Audrey Hepburn, who else? Coco Chanel, Marilyn, we know. Lovely Michelle Obama, obviously, has been pictures wearing pearls a lot recently, and coloured pearls, in fact, she's been photographed wearing. I think that pearls are one of those pieces that are always going to be in style and always going to be in fashion. And the fact of the matter is, I genuinely believe we here at Jewellery Maker and at TGGC do them at a price that is not to be missed. Today, for you, a whole necklace length, for £7.95 for you today. Their delicate blush tone of pink, and genuinely, if you want to get your hands on this season's must-have with coloured pearls, then now is your opportunity. These are here to stay when it comes to the fashion world. It truly is. Even in at the finish on Tuesday last week, didn't it, was New York Fashion Week. Huge New York Fashion Week, of course, we all know about it. 8 days worth of fashion shows, 80 shows around in total, each of them lasting 7 or 8 or 9 minutes and costing thousands upon thousands of pounds each one for each section. Huge event. Even in vast majority of those shows, you have seen women strewn in pearls and really pearl-like kind of materials as well. We all know faux fur is coming in. We all know those silky tops that we've seen, those that silk-like lustre to them. They're huge for autumn, winter as well, and it is set to continue. I'm low on stock already, heading towards it. Pardon? Half my stock's already gone. £7.95. Do treat yourself today. FQPO47 is your code on this. Birthstone, £7.95. Congratulations, everyone. Say that to me again, love. Oh. July.
It's my mum's birthstone.
Is it? This is a funny question. I don't know if this is just me.
Yep.
I obviously love my own birthstone. But when there's important people in my family, I also inherently love their birthstone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Do you get that?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because my favourite birthstone's opal, and it's my dad's birthstone. It's October. I absolutely adore it. And my mum's April, my mum's diamonds. Oof, lucky. I absolutely adore Ruby. Oh, Mark, we've not played a game today, and I know that you love playing games.
How do you know I like playing games?
Well, just because we play this game all the time when you're on the show with me.
What's the game?
3 words.
Oh yes, for Ruby.
3 words, Ruby, go.
Blood. I know it's a really nasty word, but that's epitomises Ruby to me.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'll say opera.
Oh, this is a good one. Tell me more, tell me more.
Opera. I'm a massive Antiques Roadshow fan.
Okay.
And recently there was a lady who had a pair of opera glasses, you know, on the stem, but ladies, and they were ruby encrusted, and they were just the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. They were stunning, hardly ever used, Victorian, they're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that always reminds me of going to the opera now.
How much did they go for? Do you remember?
£3.5.
£3.5?
A few more noughts, yes. Yeah, so blood, opera, ooh, gosh. Expensive.
And why expensive? Why does that come to mind instantly?
I think because we've got quite a few, Whitney, where I live, we've got quite a few high street jewellers and a few independent jewellers. And I think other than tanzanite, I think ruby jewellery, especially ruby rings, tend to be the most expensive, apart from diamonds, obviously, of the gemstones that you see in their windows. I do lots of spy missions.
Really? I love that.
Reconnaissance. Yeah.
You go and have a little nosy.
Yeah.
Ruby, of course, birthstone of July. It is a very special gem. Again, it's one of the big 4, and I've got to admit, it is a sample that I searched high and low for because we've had some elements in the last few months of having quite a good yield and quite a good batch of rubies in when I'm talking about quantity. Quality for me, of course, will be essentially epitomised by the beauty and the feel that this gemstone gives to me. I'm a bit of a magpie. I love anything with a serious amount of sparkle, and boy oh boy does this have it. I'm also someone who, I like the guesswork taken out of things. Okay, it's going to make me sound really silly, but I like to look at a gemstone and go, yep, I know exactly what that is instantly. Because I think, to me, that says quality. I think if this was slightly pinker or slightly more on the lighter side, you might think, oh, what is that? Is that a pink sapphire, or is that a ruby, or is that, you know, you'd have questions in your mind. People look at this and know straight away this is ruby. And I adore that about it. Your price point today for one of the most sought after big four in the world is just £39.95. Happy birthday, July! I never get bored of saying that. Your price today, take a breath. Mark's face says it all, then I don't even have to look at him. I can feel it.
Can I be quite risque? Am I allowed to be risque? It's gone 3 o'clock, hasn't it? Every time you say happy birthday, the way you say happy birthday, it's only the way you say it. I imagine you popping out of a cake in a burlesque outfit.
Do you?
Every time you say it, I get this image of you in my head.
Oh, I might arrange that next time. Who knows? I adore that. Encrusted in rubies. Yeah. Oh, that makes me smile. £24.95. That means your price drop today is huge, isn't it? How much is it? I'm trying to work it out. £24.95 is your price now, but your price drop. By the way, this is me really casually stalling because I've just asked for someone to do some maths and it's like a bomb has just gone off in the gallery. Ah, get the calculator! Ryan, why can't you do this in your head? How much? 15 exactly. That should have been really easy to work out, guys, just saying. £15 saving. Wait, so at £24.95 now, you're almost saving a third, aren't you? In fact, you're saving... Don't bring fractions into it now, Bex. But you are, aren't you? Yeah, of course you are. Well, you're saving over a third. Of course you're saving over a third, because otherwise it'd be £30. Oh my goodness. Your price point today, you've got over £15. Well, £15 saving on the nose, because it should have been way more than that. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. 10 carats worth of ruby. There's loads of you coming in. I'm sorry if I'm powering through some of these. It's just, as you can imagine, I've got 12 months to get through. It's quite a bit to do. Quite a bit to do, guys. Where am I going to? Shimmy, shimmy. I have a feeling, Mark, that...
Sorry. This would be the birthstone I would want if it wasn't amethyst.
Would it be?
Yeah. There's not another green like it anywhere.
What do you think? I picked out...
masses of them.
Do you like that? I thought
beautiful.
I tried to pick out kind of one that had a lot of fire in it. I really like fiery Peridot.
I think you're going to deserve a massive round of applause at the end of this segment. You've done so well.
What do you love about Peridot so much?
It's the green. Pure and simple, it's the green. It was my nan's birthstone as well. You were talking about, aligning your birthstones with family members, weren't you? Yeah. So this was my mum's birthstone, and she loved it. She absolutely loved Peridot. So it's special.
It's special, isn't it?
Yeah.
What comes to mind when you think Peridot? Because it's quite a fresh gem, isn't it?
I don't think there's another green like it. I mean, I love the emerald greens, and the ruby zoisite greens, and the onyx greens. But I think if you and the chrome dioxide greens for another matter. But I think if you had them all in a row, I think people would gravitate towards the Peridot green, without a doubt. It's just so bright and vibrant, isn't it? It's beautiful.
I can completely agree with that.
This is natural, is it?
Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that. That's just best strand of the day for me so far.
Oh, big statement.
Yeah, big statement.
Big statement.
Yeah.
Now, am I right in thinking we'll do this one, we'll head over to Mark, and then we'll carry on with the birthstones in a little bit? So I'll just give you a heads up now, Mark. We're heading over to you once we do this. Now, this gemstone and this example has been found because in the highest quality of Peridot, you want to the naked eye, be able to see quite simply 2 tones. It's got a feel of pleochrysm to it. It's got a feel of that 2-tone. Now, it's not technically, it hasn't technically got the stereotypical attributes to be pleochrysmic. However, when you look into it, you will be able to see quite simply 2 colours. You'll be able to see a lime zest and then you'll be able to see lemon zest tones as well. It's easier to see at the eye. Please don't forget for me that the layers in the lens of a camera will dull out a colour at each point, and there's lots of lens in there. And then of course it goes through your TV screen at home, which can dull out another colour too. But take a look. Can you see that lime followed by that lemon? Can you see the hints of the lemon? As the light cascades, what I would say is just focus on one stone if you can. Because where I'm looking now, I'm looking at this one right in the middle of the screen, okay, that's kind of flat to us. I'm seeing lime, 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 lemon, 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 going back into the lime. Could you see? That's a sign of serious quality, because essentially that wouldn't happen if there was loads of inclusions within this. If there was loads of weak points, if there were loads of cracked areas, that just wouldn't happen. It's truly to do with the light travelling through this. That is totally natural. It is an out of this world. I always think of this as like a cosmic green. It's almost like a planetary green, isn't it? This is a gemstone that I think is really funny as well. Very few gemstones make me laugh. But I would say this, to me, is a really funny gemstone, because they used to believe when this was mined in on an island called St. Topaz. It's now, well, it's called Topaz back in the day, but it's now called St. John Island. They used to believe you could only mine this at night, because they believed that in the day it was invisible. So they used to mine it at night because they believed it glowed in the dark. They believed it would hide itself in the day, and then at night time it would come alive. I think that's hilarious. I do understand why they might think it though, because it is a glowing gem, isn't it? You have got 35 carats worth here. I need to just let you into something very, very important. The amount of Peridot we've had on recently has gone down dramatically and is set to continue. It's really hard to get your hands on at the moment for one reason or another, lots of buy-in and this type of thing. The last strand of Peridot I had on, when did we have that strand of Peridot on? Was it Monday? You weren't here, were you? It was Monday. I think it was Monday. I had a strand on. It was a brand new strand. I had over 100 in quantity. Sold out within moments. And the quality was on a par with this easily. Get ready for this price point, please. £29.95 for this quality. Now please wait there for me. Wait there. I know you're running to the phone now, okay? Just wait there for me. That price point, Peridot is one I always find really hard to price point, because you can get amazing quality and then you can get okay quality, and the prices seem to be pretty vast, don't they? That price point for this is shocking. I'm about to make it happy birthday. Good. £21, jump out of the cake, £21.95. Yes, happy birthday, everybody. Getting your hands on this Peridot at a price crash point. That is absolutely, do you know what that is? That is quality, high brands, price point, bargain basement. That's honestly, that's the easiest way to describe it to you. It truly, truly is. For that quality, you are getting yourself astonishing value for money. You really, really are. You can see it yourself. That's why the phone lines have gone crazy. Slight queue on the phone, but I promise you it's absolutely 110% worth the wait to get your hands on it. You are coming through in dribs and drabs. Lots of you getting your hands on it. New York, you're in the building. Hello. Surrey, Somerset. Got people in Wales coming in left, right and centre as well. Beautiful strand. If you're planning on getting people's Christmas gifts sorted and you want to get them their birthstones for one reason or other, how cute is this, okay? Even if you're maybe not going to be making presents as in full pieces of jewellery for people, how about little Christmas Day keepsakes? We do this at Christmas. Okay, I'll tell you about this at another point, but in the Redican household, bearing in mind on Christmas Day there's always about 27 or 30 of us, big family. We always have a theme for Christmas, so it's like make your own jumper or decorate your own hat. Okay, anyway, but we always do little keepsakes for Christmas. And how cute, even if you're not thinking of doing big pieces of jewellery for everyone on Christmas Day, how about just really simple keepsakes like wine glass charms? So just have on their wine glass, you know, you'll have their piece around, because that way, because sometimes at Christmas, people in your family will bring, you know, new partners or just their friends, won't they? And you might not know them that well, so you might not know what type of jewellery to make for them. How about just making a really simple little charm with their birthstone on? That'd be really sweet, wouldn't it? Oh, Mark's just handed me memory wire.
We've all got this in our stash, the ring memory wire. Just simply cut off a ring, pop on a gemstone, as you said, your wine glass charms.
How simple is that?
You've got 14 coils on that little section, so...
14 coils, so you've got 14 guests worth.
Yes, absolutely.
That's really, really clever idea. I adore that, Mark. It's a really simple idea, but it's a nice keepsake, isn't it, that sort of thing?
That's nice.
I love it. $21.95, congratulations everybody. I'm going to be back to the birthstones really, really soon. So please promise me you're going to stay tuned, because I have got, well, lots more to come. Lots more to come, including December, don't forget. What are all those reels of string on the desk? When are we going to see them? Is someone doing Kumihimo today? I need to know. All right, Patricia.
Dramatic reading.
Dramatic reading, I know. Jackanory, eat your heart out. What are all these reels doing here? I don't know, Patricia, let's find out. Do you want to have a little look at them? Ooh. It's hard to look at them all, in fact, isn't it? Hang on, let me make it easier. There's a lot of chords. Look at all of those. We have got such an array here. I'm going to go through these like the clappers. You ready? You going to keep up?
I'll give it a go.
Cameraman Dan.
Come on then.
Come on, we're going.
I can do this.
You can do this, I know you can. Okay, I've got, do not forget, on every single one of the cords that I'm going to highlight first, we've got 10 metres. When it comes to the suedette and leatherette, I've got 5 metres on every reel. Let's do this. Wax cord, starting off here. You have got your sky blue and you've got your rich blue in the 1 mil. You have got your pink and you have got your leatherette with the wet look gold. You have then got your leatherette with the shimmer that has got the silver and the antiques bronze. You've got the wet look in the silver and the spicy satin cord as well. Running over here, you've got the leatherette, which is the base colour blue, and you have got this serious sparkle on the magenta. Moving over one more time, you have got the wax cord 1 mil with the satin cord in the yellow. That's just one layer. All of that I've just told you, you've got the satin, the wax, that's all your 1 mil, and then of course your leatherette, your suedette is slightly larger in one side. You have got just one layer there. I'm not stopping though. Let's move up here. You've then got more of your wax cord in this really delicate tan tone, going right the way through to your denim blue. Moving across, you've got your satin cord in the black and your waxy cord in kind of the camo effect. A bit of an unusual one, I'll show you that closer later. You've then got your sprinkle effect in the gold, and you've got the suedette in that beautiful golden tone as well. Moving up a section, you're going to be getting the wax cord that's in your gunmetal tone and the satin cord in your plain pale white ivory tone. You've then got your sprinkle in the red, which is again your 1 mil, and your white base satin cord too. And finally, you have got your beautiful sprinkle effect in that rustic green and your bright orange as well in the wax cord. Now I promised you I'd let you have a look at this camo colour, because I've got to admit I've not really seen this one before. Oh, that is beautiful. Take a look at that. So this is your wax feel cord. Now, do not forget all of these cords, Patricia, you're absolutely right, you can use for kumihimo. You can use them as well for pieces such as the macrame, of course, and also we can use with our new tool, can't we, Mark?
Absolutely. I was just thinking that what I would do is I would take 2 colours and twist them, not twist them as you would with wire, but just incorporate them and have a thicker, chunkier bracelet. But no, it'd be perfect with this tool. It's ace.
Oh, I love that. Twisted together to give you that double effect.
And if you took 2 colours, you get that camouflage as we did with the first demo. Do you remember that nice little look? That'd be really good.
So, I can use satin cord with this.
Absolutely.
Paracord tool.
Everything. Yep, absolutely.
Can I use my leatherette?
You can.
What about my suedette?
You can.
What about my wax cord?
You can.
Surely not the satin as well.
Absolutely everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you got satin there.
So, of all of these cords that I've got in front of me, I can use every single one.
Okay.
Even, I'm guessing the answer's going to be yes, but even the sprinkle effect ones.
Even the sprinkle effect. Yeah.
Let me show you. Have you seen the sprinkle effects? I love the sprinkle effects. Essentially, it's your suede. So you've got the raw on two sides, but then you've got the sprinkle effect on both, on the top and the bottom. Have a little look. So here's your sprinkle effect. Please note for me as well, that's not glitter. That's not glitter we've stuck on, it's indented into it, because I'm really rubbing that, look, and none of it's coming off. So you've got your sparkle, your raw, your sparkle, your raw, and look how it's when it's twisted. Isn't that gorgeous? So you can use this in it too.
Can. Absolutely everything.
That's going to give you a real feminine touch to these
that's what I was
pieces.
thinking, yeah.
So if you've just got your hand on the Paracord tool, if you didn't, I'm so sorry it was a sellout, absolutely sorry. We did have 500, so congratulations to all 500. We will try and get it back. But you have just got your hands on that Paracord tool. Let me lay this down for you, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the nation is going to be agreeing with me on this. Have you ever started a new medium and you've started it and loved it so much, and then you've run out of the things you need to make it? Don't let that happen to you. If you got that bundle with the Paracord before, congratulations, you got plenty to be able to make. Did we say about 8 bracelets before you'd be able to make with that amount? Between 8 and 10 bracelets, possibly, with the amount we gave you earlier on. If you don't want to run out, and if you really want to explore that new tool you've just purchased, and if you really want to get to know this as a medium, why not add these to your collection, because the price is astonishing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 reels. Don't forget, some of them are 10 metres, some of them are 5. Your price is dropping down hard. £22.95 for you on all of that today. That's working out pennies a reel, isn't it? Isn't it? 96 pence.
For what?
A reel.
Yeah.
On average, if we're doing averaging it out, because of course some have got 10 metres, some have got 5.
10p a metre. That's mad, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
That's ace. I'll be getting 2 of these just for that tool alone.
Because these are the
just the experiments you can do with it would just be amazing.
Because I haven't even got the tool, but already I want to now know how every single one of these would be affected on the tool, if that makes sense. Come over with me, let's go see Mark, shall we? Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Now, for people who've just tuned in,
Yes.
talk to us about this that we're going to be looking at now. What is this medium as a whole, very briefly?
Okay, this is called Paracord. Okay, this is Paracord 550, which means it's got an outside cover, and inside are 7 finer threads. Okay, it also comes in 450, which has 5 inner threads, but we've got the strongest, which will hold 550 £500 in weight. That's
a lot of cabs.
That's quite a lot. Okay, originally it was made for Second World War for parachute cords. Funnily enough, hence we call it Paracord. Hence we got its name, and then it's used in many survival techniques and rock climbing and all sorts. So it caters for all tastes and genres. And you can make the most amazing, quick, simple jewellery with it as well.
Absolutely. We've seen exactly how to use it in our first demonstration, but we're going to look in depth with it more now. If you have just tuned in, why not take a little bit of a look at some of the examples we've got? We're going to be learning in later months how to use this to create pendants, how to use this to wrap cabs, so much more. We're getting you started off with a little taster of this today. Now, hands up. We've sold out of the tool. We did have 500. I'm really sorry if you missed that. What I will say is if you're listening at night time, just give a quick call in, just in case, because sometimes, you know, people change their mind or payments don't go through. Just why not have a go? We have got all of those cords which we can use for this wonderful selection of demos. So where are we starting with this one, lovely Mark?
We're going to splice.
What are we going to do?
We're going to splice. I'm getting bored of it now.
Best moment of my day. Oh, that was so good.
Was that in unison?
Yeah, it was perfectly.
Synchro.
Synchro splicing, you know.
Okay. So I've used a couple of different colour cords here. This is the grey and the blue and pink and blue.
Okay.
So to get this double effect, we need to use 2 different colours.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to splice.
Okay.
So this is how you splice. So I've got 2 shorter pieces here just to show you how we do it.
Can I just check, did we sell out of the Paracord? We did, totally. I'm sorry about that. But we could of course do some, there is some more coming up later on the late show, so do stay tuned because Mark's sticking around.
Yes.
But can we do this kind of technique with the other cords
With
that
absolutely
we've got on
everything.
screen
Yeah, you won't
now?
be able to splice though, so
No.
you'll have to use separate colours doing the lark's head knot.
Got ya.
But you won't be able to splice because you need that inner core.
Inner core bit,
which I'll
great.
show you.
Okay,
so
fab.
I've got 2 little pieces here just to show you.
Yeah.
And I've melted the 2 ends.
Yeah.
Okay, as we know how to do. So to splice, we take one of our pieces, it doesn't matter which one, and we pull the outside covering away from the strands.
Okay.
So we've got bare strands, okay? And then we go in and we cut the strands away. Hope I've had a sharp pair of scissors.
Okay.
Okay, like so. And then what happens is when you let go, that'll go back inside the
Yes,
outside
that creeps
covering.
inside.
Okay. So to finish the splice, we take our second piece of cord and we melt it. Okay. A bit
Okay.
longer than we did with our first one.
Okay.
Okay. So just get the flame. At this time, we don't squidge it.
Okay.
What we do is we pop that inside the open end that we've cut. Okay. And we give it a nice little squidge. Okay. And what that does then, it melts itself to the second strand that you've put in. Now, as you can see, we've got these little shabby ends at the
Yeah,
moment.
I see.
So we go underneath with our flame
Okay.
and we just go around all the sides and just to melt it
So
all
that's
in.
neatening it up, but I also presume it's
Yeah.
bonding it a bit
It's
more as
bonding
well.
it. Yep. So we'll just let that set. That is tough. That's not going to go anywhere because it's bonded itself to itself. Okay. So that's tough. That will hold itself.
Wow.
So that's how we splice 2 colours.
It's like you've graduated your colours in
Yeah,
a way. You've
yeah.
just made 2 separate cords one.
It's brill. It's brill.
so
Okay. So what I've got here on the piece I've prepared, we're going to use the little clips again, which I think we must have coming up. But you can do exactly the same with the large clips as well.
Because we did get those large clips. Don't forget, if
Yeah.
you've got the kit, that's what we got
You've got
earlier
them
on.
combined. Okay. So we've done exactly the same as we did earlier with the 2 clips, and we take our piece of cord. Now, do you remember it was 1 inch per foot? Okay, so we'll do an 8-inch bracelet, so we've got 4 foot of each, making the 8 foot. Okay,
Yes.
so what we need to do is we need to fold the top over. Now, you don't want to fold where you've made that little join. You need to about 1/2 inch either side. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to fold it as we did earlier. We're going to force it down through the first opening of the clip,
Okay.
like so. And then we're going to make our lark's head knot, so we feed both pieces back through the loop,
Okay.
like so. So we've got our lark's head knot. And what we want is for the join to be, let's get this out of the way, there we go. Okay, can you see it's just underneath the lark's head knot?
Hidden.
Okay, so this will be hidden,
Yeah.
like so. So just tidy that up a bit at the end. Do exactly the same as we did earlier. We turn our jig round and we thread our 2 separate pieces. They are quite long lengths, but we've seen how quickly we make the bracelet. It'll
Builds up
disappear.
real quick.
Okay. So then we pop both of our cords through the second part of the coil, and we pull, making sure that they are on the right sides. So I've twisted them over again, but you can just switch that around. Okay. And then we just start our bracelet again. So again, it was exactly the same square knot as we did before. So we'll start on the left-hand side, and we do our square knot.
So if you're into macrame, this is the square
the
knot,
square
and
knot.
you're imagining that the 2 strands in the middle are your lazy.
That's it, exactly.
So you're doing the D and then the B shape, aren't
That's
you?
it, yep. So as you can see, you've got one colour on the outside, and then you've got the second colour coming through the inside.
I love those colours together.
They're really good, aren't they?
They really lift.
Okay. You just keep going. Now, if you wanted opposite colours, if you wanted the grey on the outside and the beige on the inside,
Yeah.
you'd start on the right-hand side, so you do the B first, not the D.
Wait, hang on. So do you start
I
with
start
the one you want on the outside?
On the outside, that's it,
Okay.
absolutely. Yep,
So
absolutely. you
it
can
doesn't matter
alternate
which
them.
direction you have your cords, and
No,
if you
no,
start with
not
the
at all.
one you want around the outside,
That's
so
it,
the
yeah.
waves,
That's right,
as it
absolutely.
were.
Yep.
Got you.
So as you can see, that's half the bracelet done already.
How
keep going.
easy is this? And we can do this with your satin, with
You
your
can do it,
wax.
absolutely. But what you'll have to do, as we've done a splice at the top here, you'll have to have 2 separate cords with 2 separate lark's heads.
Got you.
Feed them all back through this end,
Yeah.
and then you'd start doing your your bracelet. So all of the lasers here you won't see
No,
at all. So
they're
don't worry about
hidden.
them being 4 different colours, or well, 2 different colours, but 2 sets of. But just keep repeating exactly the same technique, and those inner cores will be hidden, and you'll have this exactly the same effect. So those colours with those cores you can mix and match all the textures. It's just having this tool and the clips. You can do all that.
That is so clever, isn't it? I can't believe how quickly it builds up.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And what you can do is if you double the length of your cords,
Yeah.
so we've got 2 lots of 4-foot spliced to make 1 8-foot. If you
Get you.
doubled that, when you get to the end of this bracelet, you turn the jig round and you go back over the macrame that you've done, and you get a bigger, thicker, bulkier bracelet.
You never cease to amaze.
Right, that's good.
I absolutely adore this medium. I see why you were so hyped about it.
It's just brilliant. I mean, that's it. How long did that take?
Minutes,
That's your
literally
bracelet.
minutes.
So then again, what you do, you cut them off, you go in with your lighter to
Yeah.
melt the ends, just push them in so it's
Switch in.
nice and neat, and that's your bracelet done. That's your bracelet.
Done in minutes, but what an effect we create with this.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I adore it. I really, really can't get over it. This for me would be a medium that is going to get new people involved with jewellery making.
Oh, I think so. It's a good place to start. And I keep going on about kids, but I think we forget kids sometimes with jewellery making. And
I
we're,
think you're
and we're
absolutely
getting
right.
so many Wall of Fames coming through from children now. It's so lovely to see, and I just think this is a really good way of
Absolutely,
getting kids involved.
completely true.
It's
And
nice.
also, I'd say, you know, I think quite a few people would agree with this. We don't do that many mediums that would very easily be quite feminine, but quite masculine as well.
No, I get you.
That's
yeah, no,
not
true.
something that we maybe spend that much time on within the show. But when you look at these, you're definitely getting both elements.
Yes, absolutely. And just from adding other sets, so you're adding your beads or you're adding your coloured threads, you can just turn a masculine piece into a feminine piece.
Yep.
So easily.
So easily. Really, really simply.
This is one of my favourites with the Soda Light flowers. I mean, that would be a really nice gents bracelet, and then you just add the flowers just to give it that feminine look. I mean, it's so versatile. It's ace.
And you know what? Actually, on your stall, maybe you could even have a few laid out, and then have the option to add certain
Yeah,
gemstones if you
absolutely.
wanted.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
way, a gent could just have a plain one, and then if
That's
you know,
right.
lady friend wanted one with beautiful flowers on, they absolutely
Yeah.
could.
Yeah. What you could do is you could have your jig and all your cords. Customers would come in, choose the cords they
Looking.
want. They'd carry on looking around your stall. Get a friend to come on the stall with you and just make them. And you'd have a ready-to-wear bracelet in 5 minutes. They've
That
chosen
is
their own colour.
So clever.
No, it's ace. It's ace.
Are we moving on to the Piranha now?
Shall I show you the Piranha?
That's my impression of a Piranha, apparently. So we're doing these on the large,
On the large
locks now.
clips,
So
yeah.
don't forget, you got 10 of the large locks on that kit I did for you earlier on, which was the sellout. So no difference in this whatsoever then, is there
Well,
not?
the only difference is we're doing double.
Yeah.
So I'll show you. So I've done my lark's head knot exactly the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Now this has got 5 feet on each, so 10-foot length.
Okay.
Because there's slightly more stitches and you're using a lot more material.
Okay.
So I've attached them at one end with the lark's head
To the large
to the large clasp. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll turn this round. What we're going to do is, if I can get the ends, what I'll do, because we know how to finish them, is I'll just cut off little sections.
Okay.
What are you laughing at?
We've just had a hilarious text in.
Oh no, okay. Where's the lighter go? There we go. Let me just finish off these ends. Are you going to read it out, or is it quite rude?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think you'd like it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
It's really not fair that I don't get an earpiece.
Oh, you'd hate it. You know what they talk about all the time. I was telling the ladies this in the workshop the other day. They're like, oh, you know, do they tell you what to say about the gemstones? I'm like, no, they're too busy talking about
Gossiping.
Bake Off.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or who's dating who, or what happened at the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Feed me
Okay.
nothing.
So, I've done my lark's head, I've turned it round. And as you can see on the bottom of the larger clip, if I just bring it upwards, there are 2 holes, not one. Can you see that?
Right, can you see that there?
There's 2,
Yeah,
not
so
one.
on the smaller ones, there's
That's
just
right.
one, isn't there?
That's right, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed the 2 ends up through the first hole.
Yeah.
Okay, like so. And then we're going to feed them back down through the second. And this just gives it a bit more stability. Okay, so we'll put those through. Like so.
So that's just giving it more strength, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. So just feed those through. There we go. And I haven't got them mixed up, which is good. Perfect. So just feed that through, make sure they're nice and tight. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go back up to the other end. Because we've got larger clips, we don't want to leave spaces. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take this up and poke it back down through. And this is what's really important, that you finish off and you melt your ends, otherwise you'll find it quite difficult to get through.
And I suppose it might fray a little bit,
the
would
clasp,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
So we push that through. So now we're going to have 4 lasers in effect.
So
bring
that's
that
what's
up.
going to give you that thicker
Yes,
band.
that's right. Like so. So you can see we've got 4 lasers now. So this will give you a more structured,
And I
heavy-duty
presume
bracelet.
really important to keep the line straight. So you don't want any
you don't want any
crossovers,
twisting.
No.
Okay, so as you can see, we've got 2 of the beige or the camouflage, 2 of the grey on the left.
Yeah.
Now we're going to start the bracelet. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the left one. We always start with the left. We're going to go over the first 2 and under the second.
Okay.
So go under the first, over the first 2, under the second 2.
Yeah.
We're going to take the other strand, okay, and we're going to go over the first 2 and under the second 2. So you imagine you've got 2 separate macrame square knots going on.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Okay. Now with this technique, you have to remember that the cord you started with is the cord you continue with. So we started with the grey on the left-hand side, so we're now going to switch over to the right.
Fab. So
There we go.
actually, first time doing this, do make sure you've got the 2 colours.
Absolutely. So we're going to go over the top 2, under the second,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go over the first 2, under the second, pull that through, sorry, and pull, like so. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on the grey, so we're going to go
grey
over
first.
the first 2, over and under, pull
and
through.
Through that one.
Yeah, and you can see the piranha form starting to take shape.
So it's under,
So it's over,
over,
under,
over,
over, under,
through.
and through. Yeah. pull it
Can I
up.
have a go?
You can. Okay. I'll do it once more. Watch.
Yeah, go on and watch
Okay,
it.
you start with the grey.
Yeah.
Over,
Over.
under, and then over, under, but through.
Through.
You pull that through. And can you see that starting to evolve?
I love that technique.
Okay. Shall I stand to your left or your right?
Either or, love.
I'll stand over here.
Yeah, go on then. Okay, so I'm starting with my grey.
Yep.
I'm going over, under.
Yep.
I'm going over, under, and through
Yep.
here.
That's it. Pull nice and tight.
Like that.
That's it.
Ow!
And you want
Cool.
those to form a sort of a zip, in effect, if you like.
Yeah, because they look like they're kind of
Yeah.
zigzagging into the middle. So over, under, through.
That's it.
And then is it important that I pull them at kind of the same rate?
Yeah. I mean, the cord will stop when it doesn't want to go any further.
Yeah, the cord's kind of almost telling
Yeah.
me what to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is one of those types of mediums that I could imagine doing and kind of getting into a real rhythm, kind of falling into it.
That's ace. Keep going. Do a couple more. That's ace.
So if you're to be doing this for the first time, is there, can I just ask, I know this is probably a really silly question, but I think people out there would want to know, what kind of work surface is good for this?
Oh, anything. I mean, when I'm at home, I use the top of my macrame board because it stops it from sliding. But
Stops
if you
it
don't have a
from
macrame board, put it on top of a tea towel or something. Because you'll find that it does slide. Or another little good tip is if you're sat at a dining room chair, hold it between your legs in your lap. That's another good way of doing it. Because you've got that gap between the material and the board, it gives you lots of space and you can manipulate the cords. Look at that, that's stunning.
Can I just say how easy this tool is to use? Because you've got the space under
underneath,
here.
Absolutely.
You're not fiddling about.
And you can do this technique with every single one of those cords in that cord bundle.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, can you give me a tip, please? Say I wanted to do this with the same coloured cord. How am I going to remember which one to lead with?
If you look at the 2 sections here,
Yeah.
this goes back to one of my macrame slogans, is under the bridge. If you notice the grey one, it's coming from underneath. Can you see? It's coming underneath the,
Yeah, I can see.
bracelet.
Let me show people at home that.
Yeah, so it's coming underneath the bracelet.
Yeah, I see. So it's
and
coming from
and the
under
beige
to the top.
is coming out of the side.
Yes.
Can you see?
So you can see the
always,
difference there.
So always go to the side under the bridge. So that's a simple macrame
clever.
slogan that we have.
So even if you're doing exactly the same colour, you can remember by
absolutely.
looking at...
Yeah, or you can, or just put a blob of Tipex or something on the end just to see which one you're doing, but you don't need to do that with the under the bridge technique. So you go all the way to the end, and then you finish exactly the same way, and then you end up with, this is amazing, this is black and luminous green. So you can see how, and this was just with the smaller clasps, with just one central cord instead of 4, if that makes sense.
These are double-sided.
They are, yeah. You flip them over, look.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
But the clasp will be back to front. That's the only problem.
But you can still open it that way,
You can still
can't
open
you?
it that way, yeah. If you want to have a look. Yeah, so they're double-sided, but it'll be stipulated to how you have your toggle, because you can't wear that back to front because it would stand proud of
Stick
the
out.
wrist. Yeah.
But you've got the 2 sides on it.
Yeah. And
So
what's
if you want
really
to do it
good-
on a movable piece, then you
Yeah,
absolutely...
absolutely. And what's really good about this particular clasp that we're selling is they're curved, so they follow the contours of the wrist as well. Some of them on the market, you need to be careful because they're flat.
Not
and
very
and they're
comfortable.
not very comfortable to wear. You get a gap. You can imagine that it's just going to be irritating.
That's
so that's but that's the Piranha. So I said that's one of hundreds of different techniques.
How exciting is that? Brand spanking new, really easy. You've seen, you know, obviously never done it before. So simple and really quite relaxing.
Yeah. So you could whip that bracelet off in 10 minutes. It's so quick.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much
Pleasure.
for showing us
Pleasure.
all of this. Am I heading back over there, am I?
Birthstones.
How's your challenge going?
Very slowly.
But very slowly. Do you want something else to add to it?
I've already been.
Have you? What have you been given?
December.
You have not been.
Yeah.
Chain. Oof. Now, getting back to the birthstones in a little bit, but bringing you some special little sneaky bundles. Where am I starting? Should we do the chain first? Is that what I think it is? I have got the birthstones coming up in a little bit, including December's birthstone. But if you want December's birthstone sooner, I've got it coming up in a little bit. I've also got this gorgeous chain. This is going to be your bundle. This is going to be your challenge, I'm being told.
Yeah. They're lovely, aren't they?
What is it about Iolite that you're a fan of?
This is just that. I like the way you talk about it as well, about the Vikings, and that's just nice.
It is a really interesting
it's
gemstone though,
amazing.
isn't it?
Yeah. And it's one I'd never heard of it
No.
until joining Jewellery Maker, so it's stunning. It's a very romantic stone, I think.
And what is it about it that makes you think that?
I think it's the colour and the intensity of the colour, and it's quite a masculine blue.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No,
it's
I
more
do
sort of grey
understand that.
blue. I quite like that.
I understand that, definitely. It's got the kind of those back tones,
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
it?
it, yes,
If that makes
yeah.
sense. Of course, it is a pleochrysmic gemstone, so it's got quite a few back tones to it in a way. It has got that grey, almost quite industrial, I would say, silver tone behind it. But then that is juxtaposed with the really delicate lavender colours that you can get through it. It's purely down to the way the light travels through this. You have got a huge amount, a metre's worth of this today. I've already got multi-buyers on it. What I will say is this quality is really, really special. If you haven't had the opportunity to own Iolite, which shows you pleochrysm, I would suggest that this could be the one for you, because again, we wouldn't be pairing this gemstone with anything this high in quality as the 925 if you weren't going to be able to get some of those attributes that this gemstone is known so fondly for. You have got a whole metre's worth of this chain, not that many, so I'll let you all have the price really quickly. It's just £19.95 for you today. PWOD43 is your code on this, and your price point is just £19.95. Take a real good look at this. Look at how beautiful and delicate this is. Think of the work that goes into creating every single one of these for you. Tomorrow, oh, remind me who I've got on. Yeah. Bridal, isn't it? Tomorrow I've got Sammy on. And I've got bridal. I know you might not think Sammy bridal, but I've had a little insight, and it's wire work bridal that we're going for. So it could be a little bit different to what you've seen before. Now this to me would be perfect for that. It's something precious, it's something new, and it's something blue. How more bridal do you want to get, really? £19.95 for you today. It's really, truly very, very special. This is winging its way over to the lovely Mark as well as we speak. Ideas, Mark, because I'll be honest with you, it might not be something that's a go-to challenge for somebody.
Okay, well I'm going to use it with the Imperial because I think it will be stunning. So I'm going to incorporate the two together.
I think you're completely and absolutely right.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. At £19.95 for you.
Across.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
I would move to you, but I'm stuck to the spot. No way. This is one thing I love about shell pearl. You've got that pearlescent effect. You have, because you get this span of colour over the top. You've got the pearl look because you've got the opaque effects with this gorgeous lustre, which, let's face it, you can't really confuse with anything else, can you? I don't think I've ever looked at a pearl and thought, oh, could that be agate? Even though they both have a lustre to them, you would never get them confused, would you? Which, let's face it, with some other gemstones we do all the time. You might look at a green gemstone and think, well, is that this, this, or this? But with pearls and with shell pearls, you don't do that because they're so unique. This is something that shell pearl do for me that pearls don't. They give me shape. They give me drops. They give me points of interest that pearls don't offer. Take a look. Shell drops. Now wait, if you think that's good, I'm going to add this to the mix. Champagne. And then this is about to get absolutely epic. Oh my goodness. Now, can we take a real close look at this white? Because I'm questioning that you might be missing something that I am. Can you see really strong pinks and blues? You can't really, can you? Mark, can you come over here for me? Do you mind? Do you mind me being all right?
Stand next to you.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
That's all right. And stand next to you.
I've never seen drops in shell pearl before.
I know. But
this is amazing.
Could you see when you see it on the screen? It just looks white.
Yeah, yeah.
What explain to people at home.
There's turquoises in there as well. See the turquoise and green.
You
That's
can't
pretty
see this
fab.
at home. What would you do with these?
Or earrings. I would just
Would
use the
you?
whole lot for earrings. They'd be amazing. Shell pearl drop earrings.
Yeah.
With, I'm trying to think what stones I'd use. Just a round suspended from the bottom, so have the drop. And then rosary link with, well, something like that. Would just be amazing, wouldn't it? Drop that at the bottom. Just one drop with a black bead hanging from the bottom. That's all you'd need.
And that's it. Simple as that.
I've never seen, how long have we had these?
Not long, all days.
Okay, well, I've just come back
Days.
from holiday, so I might have missed them.
You have as well. Oh,
Yeah,
this
I might
is
have
the
missed them.
problem with you
Yeah.
being stuck in traffic. I've not had a chance to talk to you about your walking holiday.
It's ace. So, no, I'll probably miss them. That is just...
That colour's unique as well, isn't it? How would you describe that colour?
petrol.
Oh, yep. Nail on the head. Absolutely nail on the head there. What kind of gemstones would you match that colour with? Because it is unusual for people at home.
I think I would use crackled quartz.
Wow.
Just rounds.
Discuss.
I think it would just lift the colour of both of them, I think. Don't you agree?
I completely
Just
agree.
have maybe a 6mm, then the drop, and then a 10mm in a rosary link drop earring. That's just really classy, very elegant.
It is very elegant. Thank you, Mark. You're
Pleasure.
a little love. I'll let you carry
Pleasure.
on with your
Thank
challenge.
You. Thank you.
He's got good ideas, hasn't he? He's got really good ideas. We should keep him here all the time. See, that's why he lives here. Because that's how he gets all these ideas. We don't let him leave. He stays here.
Under the stairs.
Under the stairs, absolutely. Harry Potter, eat your heart out. I have got these beautiful strands for you. You've got the black round 14mm. You've then got the white shell that have got a beautiful, almost pearlescence with the turquoise, the blues, the pinks, the yellows. 13 by 10mm on all of these drops. You've then got your champagne cream and you have got the steel blue as well. 13 by 10mm on these drops. She sells seashells. Who named that? Are they having a giraffe? She sells seashells, including shell pearls. Your price today. That's the should be price. Pardon? No way. £10 off, pretty much. £18.95 for you. Okay, wait, so we've got 4 strands here. These, how long have we had these drops in? Do you know? A couple of days, isn't it? I saw some last week, a drop style, but I don't think that they weren't the same colours to me anyway. Definitely not. Let's reiterate, 14 mil on the plain rounds of the large black. You've got the cream shell, you've got the steel blue, and you've got the white shell. 13 by 10 mil on these ones today. If you want strength, if you want shape, I've just been told it's going to be a sellout. How many have I got left? Only 18 left. And I've got 23 in baskets, my producer is telling me. Oh. So it is going to be a sellout. It's just fastest finger first. Who's it between now? It's been seen Suffolk, Cleveland, Greater London, just normal London as well. Midlands, Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, another Yorkshire, County Down, Norfolk. We've got Spain in there. We've got Scotland in there as well. Kent, loads of you. It's going to be a sellout. It's a goner. £18.95. Congratulations to everybody who got that. Now, I've got a break now. There is no need to go anywhere because I've got... Where did we end the birthstones? What month were we on? August? We were on August, weren't we? September, October, November and December left for you. Yeah, you heard me. September and December, the main ones, I'm thinking. Opal for me, though, October. I've got those coming up, but I've also got a bundle that includes one of the big ones. I've also got a bit of a sneaky insight into my emails. Don't go anywhere.
In a pile of emerald like this, you really have a wealth of different qualities here. Everything from the kind of quality of gemstones that we've faceted into gems ready for jewellery, right through to your cabochons, through to your really, really high quality beads, through to the strands which you might have seen on Jewellery Maker before, and then some flat faceted pieces as well.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Even when you've got a pile of emerald that looks like this, even some of the larger gemstones, which are mainly reserved to put into jewellery, if you hold one of the bigger stones up to the light, you'll notice that only part of the gemstone is light and gem-worthy.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
This week, Jewellery Maker is offering an amazing wirework deal for all our customers. This bumper pack has everything you need to get started in wirework or to simply stock up on your essential tools, including an array of different gauged wire, 5 DVDs for all different levels, a hammer and block, a gizmo, the wire twisting tool, nylon jaw pliers and the wire wrapping jig. This is an offer not to miss out on. All of this for just $49.95. To get your hands on this limited edition offer, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Welcome back everyone to Design Inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I've had a really lovely time. I really have. I'm having a lovely day today with a lovely team of people.
Staff.
And Dan. You brought that on yourself. I've also been joined by a guest designer who is just truly talented, oh so wonderful, and just lovely to be around. It's Mark.
Oh.
Did you just hurt yourself then as we came to you?
I dropped it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Are you making a challenge?
Yeah.
How's it coming?
Yeah, it's good. I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to attach pieces to a bit of gizmo work.
Ooh.
Yeah, something a bit different.
Sneaky insight. I like that. Now, we have had Mark with us all afternoon because he's been paracording away like there's no tomorrow. I have also had a very special selection of treats for you today because we've had our Birthstone show as well. Now, if you've just tuned in, I'm sorry you've missed quite a few of the Birthstones. We're already in September now. Let's have a very brief recap, shall we, what we're talking about when we say birthstones. Now, I told you a lot about the history earlier on, but if you've just tuned in, essentially one of the first times that birthstones were ever depicted to us in written form was in 1913, when lovely George Kunz, a very well-known, I'm sure we'll agree, gemologist from America, what brought to us his book, The Curious Lure of Precious Gemstones. Have a little read over some of those facts to yourself whilst I cough. Bit of prawn cocktail that was. You could see there that he is an American who really got into the gemstone world from quite an early age. He started really getting into gemstones when he was in his 20s. By the time he was in his 20s, he was a fully formed member, realistically. You can see there as well, I like that one of the biggest kind of pieces, one of the biggest achievements he found was a £9 10-ounce garnet, one whole piece, so £9 10 ounces of garnet, of course January's birthstone, and he actually donated it to the American Museum of Natural History as well, and it still can be seen. I've been to the museum itself and I've seen it. I didn't know at the time that he donated it, to be honest, but quite amazing when you think of it, and it is huge. He was the first person really to define and depict to us this birthstone is for this month, and of course it does change the world over slightly, some of the birthstones. In the UK environment we have 17 birthstones over 12 months, and right now I am heading towards September's. September's is another one of the big four. Possibly, some might say, the most regal of all of the gemstones. I personally would give it that title because this gemstone is prevalent in pretty much all of the crown jewels the world over. It is also the gemstone that has been known for its giving of love, which is one of the reasons it said people born in September who have their birthstone often very caring, very loving. One of the reasons it's known as the birthstone of love is because of its history with royalty. So it's very much love and loyalty go hand in hand when it comes to this gemstone. Of course, kind of again in the UK, if we're thinking of the UK and we're thinking of the monarchy, one of the most famous strands, or one of the most famous pieces of blue sapphire that was kind of in modern-ish times, I suppose, was the piece that was given from King Edward to Miss Simpson. Now, he, of course, is the only monarch ever here in Britain to abdicate from the throne, and the reason was he fell head over heels with Mrs. Simpson. He was unable to marry her because she'd already been married before, and therefore he gave up his kingship. He turned it down to marry this woman. One of the first gifts that he ever gave to her was a blue-coloured sapphire bracelet. This blue, of course, is also synonymous with real kind of, well, royalty today, I suppose. Of course, in the 80s, we know very famously that Charles gave Diana a deep, rich blue sapphire ring that has now been passed on and is now worn by Kate. It is a colour which, to me, is the pinnacle point, the textbook tone of sapphire. And look at the bottom of my screen, just above that phone number, just above that email. Can you see that? What are we missing? We're missing brackets, aren't we? Which can only mean one thing. This is natural. Do you want to know something really interesting? It's not 110% sure that the sapphire in the crown jewels is natural. It's not 100% sure, not 100% proven. If I had the crown jewels, I'd want to know. You know what I mean? I'd want to know. I want to know if it's been heated, or if it's got something, you know, in it. If it's been irradiated and had to be locked away for months, I'd want to know. Elizabeth, though, she's a bit more relaxed than me. What do you want to know, Mark?
Such a lady.
Oh.
What's in this? Natural.
What do you want to know, Mark?
Sorry?
What do you want to know?
I would, yeah.
I think we all would, wouldn't we?
Oh, dear me.
I know that this is natural. I absolutely do. I also know that I'm about to say happy birthday very soon. Your prize today for 10 carats worth of natural sapphire is not $34.95. September, done. Happy birthday! Your price today is going down. £26.95. Have you just had your birthday? Is your birthday coming up this month? Because this is this month's Birthstone, don't forget. If you are just about to have your birthday, or you've just had it, happy birthday all. You have just got yourself a price discount of £8 on genuine sapphire today. Happy birthday, Dan.
Thank you.
No problem. Last week? Yeah, I can still say happy birthday.
No, and I'm accepting it.
I'm accepting it. I'm accepting your happy birthday with a smile on my face. £8 we have taken off this for you today. Very unusual. Would we ever price drop sapphire? Can I just point out as well, this colour of sapphire is going to go gorgeous with my December strand, isn't it? Really? Because it is in the same section of the spectrum of the colour wheel, isn't it? £26.95. Now, there is people coming in on the phone lines right now. I'm being told by my lovely producer. Congratulations, everybody, getting your hands on that. Do check out your baskets, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget, earlier on, when we price slashed some of our birthstones, we were dropping in price. And please don't forget for me as well, a lot of thought has gone into this section, and we truly have picked out for us the gemstones and the defined pieces that really just act as the high point, the pinnacle point in quality that we have in at the moment for each gemstone. So right now, even if September's not your birthstone, you don't know anyone who has sapphire as their birthstone, let's face it, I've just given you price drop on a stunning strand of natural sapphire. It's yours today for £26.95, and that's a lengthy strand as well. Congratulations, everybody who's got your hands on that today. Are we doing the rondelles? Can you just wait there a minute? Just wait there. Please, just stay there. I'm coming back. I'm just coming to look under here. Oh, come with. Hi. This is the bit where, this is the gallery. This is the window that I see all the time. My director and my producer are in there. I'm coming over here because this is where I can see, oh my God, can you see this opal in this camera? You can't, can you? What I will say is, those lights over there are horrible. They are awful. Don't get me wrong, they make me look better because right now I look like I'm in some sort of murder mystery. But opal, it kills it. Tell me the truth, Helena, use your eyes. That's my producer, Helena. Could you see her? No, you could just see the, you're all right, Helena. She hates being on screen. Bad idea when you've got a job in telly. Can you see this? Ryan is now dancing. Can you see the sparkle? Yes, I can, she's saying, from here. Now, there she is. Oh, you can see me, she's just said. She hates it. Come on back over. The reason I'm bringing it over here is because, like I said to you before, when we did the Paracord and everything, and we were all about that, I didn't get a chance to take a look at everything. I've seen the pictures of them all on the screen, but it's totally different in real life. The lights in here are such a killer on opalescence, I cannot describe to you. This is by far my favourite gemstone in the world, hands down. This gemstone offers to me things that not any other gem that I can think of offer. There was a workshop in the other day, there was a lady who said to me, I hated opal before you said to me one day, okay, trust me now, trust me, I know you can't see it. I will do this all the time, trust me, I know you can't see it, but trust me on this, get this home, if you hate it, 30-day money back guarantee, no questions, no nothing, you never have to trust me ever again. Get this home, you'll love it. She said it was the first time she'd ever bought opal from us, she'd been here since the very, very beginning, all those 4 years ago. And she says, now, anytime I want it, anytime I say, just get it, she gets it. If you're watching today, this is one of those times. What you're about to see is going to, hands down honest, it's gonna look like a quite nice faceted rondelle. Yeah, it's all right that. When you get this home, it's gonna look more like an internal firework display of light, of pinhead, of spheres, of globes and colour, purples, pinks. Don't forget, one of the rarest colour of opalescence. Pinks I have got cascading over this, left, right and centre. It's one of the #1 locations to get your opal from, and I've brought it to you now. I know you're not going to be able to see this. That is so frustrating. You have no idea. Can you see a tiny bit of pink in the middle? Go on, Mark.
What we sometimes do on the day show is we bring it over here, because we've got lesser light, bright lights on the... Oh yeah, so we sometimes show them on here.
Come on, let's go.
It might work.
Let's go.
Don't be cross if it doesn't, but
I won't be cross.
It normally does.
It's going to look better than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite good lighting over here. Sorry.
It's so nice. I love that.
See?
Isn't that beautiful though? They just can't see it on the screen. Right, let's have another go. Sorry, already people getting their hands on this. Congratulations. 25 carats worth. No. Can you see more? Be honest though. Can you see more to the light, to your eye, in natural light? Yeah. In normal?
Oh, of course. Masses. What about covering the front? Does that work?
We used to build a fort. There's a little bit pink, tiny bit of pink there. Yeah. Tiny bit of pink.
Green, look at the green.
Greens. But that's not just happening, be honest, that's not just happening on one gemstone, is it?
No.
We need a fort. Do you remember that time we built an opal fort? It took ages. It was well worth it. It was well worth it. Look, how about now? Don't worry, by the way, when you get this home, you're not going to have to build forts.
Greens, oranges.
There, do not worry. Because the thing is, you will be getting all of this colour without the fab. Oh, wow, that opal is fabulous. Jean, hello, gorgeous Jean. It is stunning, isn't it? Honestly, have a look.
Yeah.
It's horrible in that light. Took it into the dark then, it's stunning, isn't it?
That's the nicest I've seen, without a doubt.
You're gonna love this price point. Come back over. Come back over. Come back into the nest. Your price point today is a stunner. £34.95 for the most exquisite quality of opal. Now, I know, I understand you can't see this right now. I do, hands up, I completely understand. Please bear with me. You know how frustrating this is for me. If you've ever bought opal before when I've been selling it, wonderful. You know I would not let you down. If you've even seen a tiny bit of pink on there, you need to be doubling that, tripling that, timesing that by 10 in your mind for these pieces, because honestly, it's explosive. It pops. When I stood there, my producer could see through that pane of glass in her little dark cupboard over there. We keep them in a cupboard. It's called the gallery. It's a cupboard. We keep them in that, and even she could see that through the glass. She could see the pinks and the greens. She could see it. Just trust me on this. That price should not be the price of this at all. Do you know what? I would honestly say, if I swap that 3 for a 6, I actually think we would possibly have more people on the phone, because you would trust me at home that this quality was what it says it is. I'm sure a lot of you are sat there going, well, it's £34.95, so I doubt there's much colour play at all. That is not the case. And I want to prove that to you right now. Because I love opal so much, I'm going to prove it to you now. It should, I personally think, for the quality, not have a 3 at the start, it should have a 6 at the start, but there's only one way for me to prove this to you, and the way is for me to make it affordable for everyone. If you don't like it, money back guarantee. I'm going to drop the price. Opal, October, happy birthday. £27.95. Now, I swear the only reason I'm doing that, the only reason is because I understand that you can't see it at home, and I need you to know how frustrating that is for me. You know how I feel about opal. You genuinely know how I feel about opal. And honestly, I believe 110% if that had a 6 at the beginning, everyone would buy it. Hi, Becky and Mark. Have these opals, and they are superb. Thank you so much for that, Rosalind. Honestly, Rosalind, do you understand how hard it is for me? Do you know what it reminds me of? Yeah, isn't it? Now, my team are so wonderful that when I say, do you know what it reminds me of? My producer, with all the faith in the world, goes to my ear, uh-oh. Do you know what it reminds me of? Oh God, it reminds me of when you've got like a new boyfriend or whatever, like a new girlfriend, new boyfriend, and then you're showing your other friends pictures, say, on like your phone, and you're like, I promise he looks much better in real life. It's like that. It's like that. He's not very photogenic. I promise he looks better in real life. That's how I feel about opal. Opal is like my boyfriend. Like, come on. I promise it looks better in real life. I want everybody to own this. I really, really do. Genuinely, for the quality. I 110% believe that if this was £65, everyone would be on the phone because they would be expecting serious opalescence. Went to 35. In fact, more than that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was £35. It was at £35. I thought people are probably going to give it a try at that point, but I wanted to drop it for you because I genuinely want everyone to fall in love with this, and it's such a passion for me that I want you all to get this home and go, oh, actually, when Becky says, I wish you could see this, she's not just rambling on, she means it. And yeah, I'm going to trust her from now on. That's why I've dropped the price. So congratulations to all you multi-buyers. You are going to be on my train of the opal of love. Congratulations, everybody. October, boxed off. Let's head into November, shall we? Oh, this is fresh. This is fresh. Let me show you this. I really want to show you the sparkle of this. That is decadent. Isn't it beautiful? This is decadent, isn't it? I want to be completely honest with you all. I've not got a massive quantity of this. I've got 58. Now that might sound like a lot to you, but obviously it's not. Think of all the thousands of people are watching. We brought that new tool to you earlier. I had 500, it sold out. I had 600 of that kit or something similar, that sold out as well. We give you plenty of quantity when we can, but sometimes with your all watching, when you want something, you want it and it goes. This is going to be one of those things. I will be astonished, actually, if this isn't a sellout, because the quality is there. The quality is so there with this. It is, of course, your citrine. And we've got within this a delicate juicing of your lemon tones running through. Citrine I absolutely adore. It's known as the gemstone of happiness, and I do understand why. I think this tone is a really happy gemstone, isn't it? And it's almost got a happy bounce to it in the way that the light kind of jumps around inside. I absolutely adore that this has got such a wonderful brightness and springtime tone. There's certain colours in the world that just make you smile, aren't there? And for me, yellow is a really happy colour. Now, it might sound strange to some people, but it absolutely is. And in fact, that's just made me think, you know, now was it Beethoven who saw colours? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, Beethoven. And everyone has just gone silent now. This is true, okay? So, Beethoven, no, not the dog. That sums up my director, Ryan. My director, Ryan, people, not the dog. So Beethoven, of course, we know, I'm sure it was Beethoven, I'm sure it was. It was really hard of hearing. He was completely deaf at one point, wasn't he? But of course, or was it Mozart? You have a little look. But essentially, he was really, really hard of hearing, and the way that he managed to play all these instruments and compose all these pieces was when a sound was played, he saw colours. True story. This is apparently something that certain people have, and it's you know, been found to be completely and absolutely true. I can't think what it's called now, but you see certain colours. So with all the minor, it was Beethoven, knew it. So when people played minor chords in front of Beethoven, you would see a lot of dark colours, angry colours, reds, blacks, that sort of tone. But when he played the kind of the ones at the lighter end of the scale, the higher notes, the happy notes as it were, he would see yellows and oranges. And it is a really happy colour, that kind of prancy, jovial, the sweet and cute kind of bouncy sections of the music. He would see a cascade of yellows and oranges in front of his eyes, and that's what this gemstone does to me. It makes me think of that happy kind of bouncy music that you can imagine, especially with the light cascade on the inside. Now, can I let you into a little something? I've already got buyers on this because, hello triple buyer, you know who you are. Because this is a gemstone that people love. This is a gemstone that people adore. This is a happy, fun, funky, bright gemstone. And the price, I'm not going to drop the price because I can't go any lower than this. £6.95. It is the lowest price of the Birthstones you've seen all day. £6.95. Genuine, beautiful, happy-go-lucky citrine for you today. 40 carats worth in front of you. EYYY32 is your code on this. It's £6.95. Look at the fun, look at the jump, look at the buys in front of this. Mark, what would you do with this gemstone strand, please?
I would get some really bright, vivid, sounds a bit way out there, some red quartz.
Okay.
So not ruby, but red quartz, maybe 6mm rounds. And
Okay.
just do a simple alternate beading necklace, earring and bracelet set. I think it would be incredible. Ooh. Would you like to
Is that because of the light bouncing through?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be perfect.
I really like that idea, actually.
Yeah. Or some silver spacer beads in between.
Okay, you've sold me now. Yeah, I'm on board with that now. Definitely. Can I just ask you, because we know I know you work a lot. You work here a lot. You're always doing craft stores and things like that. When you have citrine on your stand, just as a point of interest, do people know it?
No.
Do they not?
No. Unless it's their birthstone.
Yes.
And then I explained to them that it's the sister stone of amethyst. And then you've got ametrine in the middle. On my stall, I have a row of 3. I have all 3 of them together, and then I talk to them about the story, and it just involves them It's not a hard sell. It just involves them when they buy it. But they like citrine.
Do
Citrine and lemon quartz. I was just adore them, both of them.
And why do you think that's because of the colour?
Yeah, I think so. And it's warm. It's a warm yellow, isn't it? Not a cold yellow.
Yes, you're right actually, because you can get cold yellows very, very simply, but this is warm. It is warm. It's sunshine, isn't it? Your price today is a happy price point too, isn't it? Started off with how many? 60, and I've got £6.95. I've only got 25 of these left, but I tell you what, they're flying out. We have got a slight queue on the phone, so you are going in slowly. Need to let you know that the counter at the bottom's having trouble catching up. Once everybody checks out, I will be into my teens, quickly into my teens on that for you today. 40 carats worth of this citrine. I know, that price point's astonishing for this gemstone, isn't it? Get your hands on it whilst you can, because we are very quickly heading on to December. It's the last one in our birthstone. Oh, yes we are. Do, 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 do. I'm doing two. Yes, I am doing, genuinely boys, what are you doing? Okay. What? Are you having a dance?
Yeah, having a little spin. And,
whoa! Pow! That's how excited they are, because they've just heard what I've heard, which is we're doing 2 of December's birthstones for you. One of them is your favourites, and one of them is one of my favourites. Which one do you want to start with, Helena? Huh? Okay. You know where you're at? I said to you, I'll give you a little sneaky peek into my emails. It's because, and I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to anyway. It's because I got an email through about this gemstone the other day, okay? Now, let's do really brief summary for those who don't know, really brief. If you just tuned in now, no idea what's going on, never even heard of this gemstone, trust me, you're going to very, very soon, if you haven't already. Long story short, it's a one-locational gemstone found at the foothills of Kilimanjaro. This area in which it's mined is only 16 square kilometres. In some of the mines, we are 400 metres into the crust of the earth. We cannot, 800 even, what am I talking about? 800 metres, isn't it? We cannot go any further. We've run out of technology. We've run out of the funds for it, and we don't know if the yields are there. So in some mines, we have just stopped. Mines are being stopped and wiped out all the time. Now, I need to let you into something. I've got 36 of these, 38 of these, so not that many. I'm going to show you an email. Now, first off, I'll tell you who the email's from. It's from Steve Bennett. And this is an email that was sent out to us last week. I think it was sent out on the 16th. And Steve Bennett is the CEO of the company. If you watched the Gems TV documentary on ITV the other night, you will have seen him. He is the CEO, the founder of the company, the founder of the Genuine Gemstone Company, which is ourselves and our sister channels, such as Gems TV and Rocks TV, etc. So, he sent out this email. Take a little look. So that's from my email. That's straight from my email account. You can see there. Got it? Yeah, no, I put the photo on. Okay. My director just went, have you seen he's put a photo of himself on it? Mate, no, I put that picture there in case people didn't know who he was. Don't get me wrong, he's not one of those people who's just like, and now I'll attach a photo of myself to my email. I put that there, okay? So this is from Steve Bennett. Have a little look. That's about this gemstone. I'll read it to you. It says, hi team, just spent today at the biggest gemstone show in the world. All gems have gone through the roof in price, and tanzanite being the worst. Prices have jumped 200 to 300% depending on site. So when we say site, there's lots of different sites. There's places like T1. We get the most of ours from Block D, which is one of the sites. Some mines and cutting houses are even refusing to quote a price, and they are saying, make us the best offer, and we'll confirm at the end of the show whether or not you've got it. Okay? So this has never happened before in the industry. Bear in mind for me, please, Steve has been in this industry for many, many years, probably more years than he would like me to say. Please make sure you don't trash tanzanite prices, as we might not have it for much longer. Regards, Steve, a tired and worn-out gem hunter. What do we need to take from that? Number one, biggest gemstone show in the world. That means that essentially he's getting the trade prices there. That's what it means. It also means he's being kept abreast of exactly what's going on in the gemstone world. Another one that's come up, the prices have gone up between 200 and 300%. He's also saying that in some areas, in some zones, they're not even going to give you a price. They're saying, make us your best offer, we'll see who gets it at the end. When I say zones, I mean this picture that's coming up now. So that is some of the zones there. We get ours from D, which you can see right at the end. That's where the majority of our tanzanite comes from, that zone D. So some areas are saying, no, make us an offer, we'll see who wins, basically. That's what you need to be taken into account. Now, you've seen it there as well. We're not allowed to trash the price of tanzanite. We told you, I was transparent with you a few months ago. Steve said it's the first time ever, he even said it in the documentary, it's the first time ever we've had to raise the price of a gemstone. Never done it before, but we've had to because everyone's doing it and we would be fools not to. Everyone wants it, everybody needs it, it's the last amount. I'm not going to trash the price on this, but trust me, prices of tanzanite aren't going to go down. You've just seen that, 200 to 300%. Steve's saying to every company, don't trash the price. Now, trash the price means don't take any money off. Don't do it. Don't touch it. What it's set at, leave it at that. That's what we're going to do. If you want to get your hands on this gemstone for genuinely, you saw it there, it won't be around for long. One of the last times, possibly, you can get it. Now's your opportunity. Your price point today is amazing. £33.95. Do me a favour, times that by, well, what would that be? If it's gone up by 300%, work out what that would be. Because I'm just trying to work out now. Yeah, because Steve's saying prices have gone up by 300%. So if, sorry, 200 to 300%. So yeah, let's do like 200%. Let's go on the lower end of the scale, shall we? So Steve's saying it's gone up between 200 and 300%. I want to see if we were to buy this at this point, at those price hikes, how much? How much would it be? £67.90. That's how much this would be. That is astonishing, isn't it? No, wait, isn't that 100%? Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, that'd be 100%, wouldn't it? Because that's on top of it. That is amazing though when you think of that. So this strand would be way over £100, wouldn't it? If we got this at this prices, at the price point that we've been suggested, honestly, 110%. If you want to get your hands on an exceptional gemstone, which, by the way, was made famous by Tiffany & Co. We all know that, but even they can't buy it in anymore. Truthfully, they can't even buy in anywhere near the yields they used to. Steve can get it now and again. Honestly, a tiny amount of the time than he used to be able to. Okay, need to let you know I'm in single figures now. Sorry, I should have said that. Single figures now. $33.95. Congratulations. I'll be straight with you. You're getting yourself an heirloom, so congratulations, everybody. 60 carats worth of tanzanite, £33.95. Graduated strand, 8x5 to 12x7. Giving you a special one now, because I'm going to give you 2 gemstones of December. Because we knew, didn't we? We knew that was going to be a goer, and it's nearly sold out. Once you lot check out, I think I've got 2 left, 2 or 3 left. Have you got my timeline? Go on, Ryan, go on. I know, but you've got it somewhere on there. You know you have.
I must say,
got 15.
Your afternoon shows are very slick.
Oh.
They're really, really professional. I'm really impressed. I don't do them very often, so it's a treat. So thank you for allowing me in. It's nice.
Oh my God. How nice is this person? Mark, you're so lovely.
Pleasure.
Because I know you mean you're... I've just been told you can come back again. They've said you definitely can. You definitely can. Congratulations. Now, I want to talk to you about this gemstone, please, because it is one of my favourites. I always say to you, don't know, that obviously opal is my favourite, but this one is a very, very close second, because I was one of those people. When I was younger, I wanted to be an archaeologist, okay? That was the first job I ever wanted, to become an archaeologist. That is until I realised that A, you had to be quite good at history, and B, you don't find whole dinosaurs every day. I lost interest quickly when I found that out around the age of 7. But I adore this gemstone because I love the history idea behind it. Now, behind me is a timeline. Now, let me just talk you through this. So this is way back when. This is kind of the formation of the Earth over here. Then coming all the way down to this side, this is human. So we're not even taking up a centimetre's worth on this here. Tiny, tiny area that we've got on here. Diamonds are produced, the oldest diamond ever found is hitting around here. This is a billion-year scale, by the way. So we're looking around the almost 2.5 billion years old was when we found the oldest ever diamond. Zircon is the oldest mineral gemstone ever found on Earth. And the oldest piece of zircon that was ever found, it was found by Professor Valley and Wild, and they found it and they bought this huge piece of equipment, not that long ago, it was in the 80s, huge piece of equipment called a spectrometer, and it cost £1.5 million, which obviously even nowadays is a lot of money, but this was in the 80s, so it's even higher up then. And they found a very small piece of this gemstone, of the zircon, and they managed to date it back, bearing in mind we're here, all the way to here. 4.5 billion years old this piece of zircon is. So humans started here. Well, this is us now. That's not even the start of us, that's us now. This is how old that piece is. Diamonds aren't coming anywhere near that. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near. So it's the oldest gemstone, oldest mineral in the world. And I think that is astonishing because I love that in the colours of it, for me anyway, using my imagination, the colours in this seem prehistoric. I hope you'll understand what I mean when you look at it. Take a little look. It's multicoloured zircon. Oh. I think this to me is history in a gemstone. I adore zircon because of the history. I also adore it because it's doubly refractive, which, very long story short, means it sparkles more than a diamond because it's doubly refractive. It's bifringent as well, which means that, real easy way to describe it is, one ray of light will enter, and because of the structure of the gemstone, the ray of light is split into two, hence the name bifringent. And that means that one ray of light will travel ever so slightly slower through the gemstone than the other. Now that means that essentially you get this internal glow unlike any other that sparkles to the eye. Now I will face it, it's hard to see that under these lights, but trust me. You have got 50 carats worth of the oldest gemstone known to man. Billions of years in the making. When we talk about emerald, it's emeralds that we talk about, and we talk about how, you know, you can get pieces of emerald that are 5 million, oh no, amber, I did amber the other day, didn't I? The oldest piece of amber you found is around 5 million years old, isn't it? 5 million years old, that's a long time. 4.5 billion is almost mind-boggling, isn't it? You have got the chance to own a piece of history today. Your price point for this doubly refractive bifringent history gemstone is just... Happy birthday! I'm dropping the price! It's not £19.95, but it should be, because this has been billions of years in the making with no exaggeration. £5 off, £14.95 for you today. This gemstone is history. This gemstone is an encapsulation of back in the day, just after the formation of the Earth. This gemstone shaped the whole way we think about the aging of the Earth. Did you know that? Because when Professor Wild and Valley in the 80s dated this piece of zircon back to 4.5 billion years old, we didn't even think the Earth was that old at that time. We just didn't. Whoa, okay, I started off with closer to 30, didn't I? But that number's going down fast. I've got 9 left, 8 left. Can I have that timeline up again, please? Because I just want to point out something. I need to point out this area of time. Okay, look. Here are the humans. When I talk to you about amber formation, oldest amber about here. Zircon. Amber. That is a lot of time, isn't it? I've got one left, okay, one left. Congratulations, it's the goner. You lucky, lucky people, $14.95. I adore that. Well, thank you for joining us for the lovely birthstone section. Thank you very, very much for joining us for that birthstone section. We have gone through all of the months now, but I might have one or two sneaky ones left. Let's squeeze in another one or two, shall we? We are going to squeeze in some pieces that perhaps you missed out on, the kind of definitive pieces, as it were, of the collection. So don't forget, when we had Peridot, we had this piece. It was a goner very, very quickly because the quality is exceptional, isn't it? Maybe you missed out, or maybe it was slightly out of your price point range. Well, I'm giving you the opportunity to still own it at a slightly lower price point. You've got 170 carats worth of your Peridot here, graduated drops. It is a massive length. These actually seem, because you love this gemstone, it's kind of your shape as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it?
What would you do with this?
Gosh, I'm trying to think. I'd mix it with amethyst chips. You know, the smaller chips that we get on the double length strands.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Just do a triple plaited big cuff bib style necklace. I think it'd be stunning.
I like the idea a lot. A bit like this.
A bit like that one, yeah.
A little bit like this one. Yeah, let's do this bundle as well in a bit. Nearly forgot, didn't we? That could go together. I'm coming to this with the bundle in a moment. 170 carats worth of your Peridot. Your price point is astonishing. Here it is. £6.95 for you. That is exceptional. And did you get the citrine? Where's my citrine? Because I think this will go beautifully with the citrine. Because you've almost got the sunshine shape and colour of the citrine itself, but then you've got this really organic grass-like colour of the Peridot.
You have to add the amethyst as well.
And the amethyst. I'm going to bring that amethyst to you as part of a bundle in a moment. £6.95. Congratulations, everyone. Now, are we squeezing this bundle in before the end? Now. Okay. Because I'm about to do you a really special bundle. Really, really, really special. That's why I'm moving on. Stay on the phone for that. Apparently, there's about 12 of you on the phone lines for it. Stay where you are for this Peridot. It's an astonishing price point. But I do have to squeeze this in because I did promise it to you earlier on, and it is a very, very special bundle. Okay. What have I got in here? I've got a beautiful strand of that amethyst, which we've just shown you. I love the name of this, Bluebell Woods. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. I have got a strand of amethyst within here. This is 55 carats worth in the nugget style drops. I love how you've got different areas of tone running throughout this, from the Zambian to almost touching on the the Rose de France, almost touching on that in there. A really beautiful selection in that colourway. I absolutely adore how it's just the colour and the light itself running through is really spectacular, isn't it? Really wonderful. You've then got your white agate, which just sets that alight, I think. And this is a double strand. Now, I've not seen a double strand of white agate before, but I wish I had, because I really love it. It's like icicles. It's very crisp. It's very Christmassy. It's very bridal. It's really workable, isn't it, realistically? Quite unusual. I can't think of a time I've seen a double strand of any white gemstone, in fact, let alone this one. 230 carats worth I have on that strand for you. Oh, so gorgeous. Now I've got for you, oh, I'm too excited. Beautiful strand of your Iolite within here. Real nice pleochrysm on this. It's going to be really easy for you to see when you get it home. I'm sorry I have got to rush through these, but just I have to because I've not got much time left. Very, very beautiful strand, 190 carats worth. And lastly, but by no means leastly, I'm going to show you. Did you miss out on December? You've got the opportunity now. Now's your opportunity. 160 carats worth. Now team, we're going to work together like the well-oiled machine that we are. I'm going to show you all 4 strands. I'll then give you the quality. I will then give you the quantity. I'll then give you a little bit of a reminder email and my price. Take a little look at them all together. Look at how stunning these are. Look at this gemstone that we have here. Look at how rare and how unusual this gemstone is. Take a note that this is a double strand here because I've got 4 different gemstones, but realistically I have got 5 strands. You've got really beautiful quality of a very unusual gemstone with the Iolite, and then a real nice mixture of tones of February's Birthstone in the amethyst. My quantity on this is 53. Can I have that email up again, please? Just remember this section. Maybe or maybe don't pay attention to the last sentence in that big paragraph. Maybe or maybe don't. I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm going to be completely straight, 110%. Don't expect this again. The only reason we had to ask about this morning, the only reason, genuinely hands down, hand on heart, I'm allowed to do this today is because we set up this bundle before we got that email and we'd already set the price. Today, Bluebell Woods, your price. Just look at that email again, really quickly for me. Just take a little glance. Please make sure you don't trash tanzanite prices, as we might not have it for much longer. 16th of September. We set up this bundle 4 days before that and set the price. Your price point today should be £15.80. I've got tanzanite in here. I'm so happy about this. £11.95. Now, make a note of this in your diary because, truthfully, that will be the last time you ever see me price slashing tanzanite because I know we've not got any coming up in the coming few weeks, and I know that we will not get away with price slashing that ever again. My last opportunity, one left. Congratulations, everybody. It's the sellout, £11.95. Well done, everyone. Let's head on over to the lovely Mark, shall we? How are you? Happy?
I'm really good.
Oh, sorry, I went before you then. I was just so excited to see Mark up close. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all right.
You had a good day today?
Yeah, I've had an amazing day. Only halfway through.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you were here for the night.
I'm here with Edward. Yeah.
Edward?
Edward.
He's
wearing a tie this evening.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yes.
Edward. Where's your tie?
I thought about it this morning, actually,
Did you?
briefly.
Maybe you could cord yourself up one. Bit of paracord. Yeah. Could you paracord a tie?
Can, absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
Never ending. Thank you so much for today.
I've had a nice time.
Have a look at these beautiful pieces. Your Imperial topaz is on screen right now. Oh my gosh. Talk to me about this.
Well, I just love gizmoing, and I never get the opportunity to do it very often, so I thought I'd incorporate a gizmo coily, pendanty, droppy thing, incorporating the Iolite and the topaz. I'm really pleased with it.
I'm getting oohs and ahs in my ear.
And then the one is just a simple Iolite drop with that's just lush. I just love that.
At the bottom of your screen is the chain, which is the Iolite with the 925. Can I ask you, how much would we sell this piece for?
£40.
£40.
Easily.
For one drop?
Yep.
And for the chain? Easily?
Yeah, without a doubt. Why wouldn't you? No, that's just amazing. I mean, those earrings would be £15 on my stall.
£15 for these on your stall?
Yeah, I'll probably change the earring wire for sterling silver.
To be sterling silver, to be 925.
Yeah, absolutely, but I mean, it's a highlight.
Yeah, it's Iolite, and it's 925. You can't drop the price of 925. No. You absolutely cannot.
No.
These pieces are just spectacular. How did you get that shape?
I made a coil and then I bent it around a ring mandrel, and it all opens out like a fan.
That is so simple to create this beautiful shape on the inside.
And I've just hooked jump rings through the little pieces.
And then let's have a little look at how we finish this up. So how have you finished it off at the back?
What I've done is I've taken my round nose pliers and I've made the last hole on the strand of chain slightly larger. You have to be quite careful so that you don't snap the wire.
Okay.
And that's just large enough then to pop a jump ring through to attach your clasp to.
Oh, that's really clever. So you just poke your round nose through a bit more?
Yeah, and just slowly manipulate it so it makes the last hole slightly larger, because at the moment the jump ring won't go through the hole, so you just use your round nose pliers just to just to make it slightly larger.
Really good tip on that. So if you want to get your hands on the meters worth, don't forget, of that 925. And can I point out, still got a lot of this
I
left.
only use 6.
Only use 6. Let me show you how many we've got. I want to show you under here. This is the amount of topaz that we've got past. Don't forget it's Imperial topaz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Mark has left. And you actually have some of the 925 and Iolite left.
Yeah.
That is fab, isn't it? If you do want to get your hands on this, please use 6 or 7. Check out your baskets. It's on the side of your screen now. For Imperial topaz, that price point is astonishing.
Amazing.
Now, lovely Mark, you've been with us all afternoon. We've had loads and loads of texts. Let's squeeze one in, shall we? Coming up on the late show, isn't
I am.
You ready
Can't
for the
wait.
full 8
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah,
Ready
go for it. Yeah.
Hiya, Becky and Mark. I can't wait to see my son's face. He paid £40 for the Paracord. For a Paracord bracelet? What? Love and hugs from Jackie.
£40.
Well,
Wow.
making one for moments. You've seen how quickly that was made. What did we say, about £4?
Yeah.
Your son's shopping in the wrong places. I won't lie to you. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
It's lovely. And I hope Fiona's feeling better as well. I know she's watching this afternoon.
She is. She had a little fall, so do
Yeah.
get better. You're sticking around.
I'm sticking around.
You've got more of the para goodness
I can't wait.
coming up for you
Yeah.
with the lovely Ed. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I've had lots of fun with you. I hope you all managed to get your hands on your little treats and your goodies. Tell me when you're next on. I know you're going to be asked this later, but for anyone who's here now.
On Tuesday morning show and Wednesday late show.
Okay.
And then Thursday and Friday workshops. So 4 days I'm here next week.
Do not forget, call in to Wendy or get yourself on Jewellery Maker Facebook, Jewellery Maker page if you want to go. And remind us, intermediate on what day?
Thursday and chips and nuggets on Friday.
Chips and nuggets on Friday. So Thursday and Friday we've got the workshops, couple of places left. Do stay, do get yourself on jewellerymaker.com or give Wendy a little ring with the number I gave you earlier on. Thank you for joining me today. I've had an absolutely lovely time with the wonderful Mark. He's sticking around. I'm going home. I'll see you tomorrow with some bridal wire work with the wonderful Sammy. Have a lovely evening.
Hi Jewellery Makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available